Agent Wealth, do you really know what your money's doing? Do you really know what you're investing in? You're probably not. That's probably the answer. You probably set it and forget it if you have a 401k. You need people to help you, and you need people to direct you in the right place so you can reach your goals. So when you do retire, you got some money there. Because when you're done working, that's it, baby. It's your retirement. Agent Wealth can help you. Call them today. 561-390-1000. 561-390-1000. No question is a bad question at Agent Wealth. They'll sit down with their experts and they'll look over things, have a plan, and figure out your goals. Before you know it, you're going to be retired. And you get ready for the holidays and you get ready for 2025, but you really got to get ready for your future and your retirement. Agent Wealth can help you. You got to have a plan. And if you're not sure about your money, they can help you. Call them today at 561-390-1000. 561-390-1000. Agent Wealth. They'll help you and get your retirement on point. Peace.
Stop overpaying for your cell phone plan. Pure Talk gives you unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month on America's most dependable 5G network. Switch today. Just dial pound 250 and say keyword switch now to save 50% off your first month with Pure Talk.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to end your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other IRS actions. Make sure you're getting the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima today for a free confidential consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
As a military dad, I'll admit my first deployment didn't go great for my kids. I wasn't ready. So every time I'm gone, I just focus on doing small things better. I schedule video calls during their dinner so we can still eat together. I read books they're reading so we can talk about them. I send them an email every day. It just takes a little effort. But it's worth it, guys.
Dads, duty matters in and out of uniform. So choose to be a father first today.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search Holiday and start listening now. You'll see your local holiday radio station, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
An accident northbound 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard causing delays back to Okeechobee Boulevard. There's construction Beeline Highway Blue Heron Boulevard to North Lake Boulevard. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, Joe Biden planning mass pardons for many in his administration that he believes may have committed serious crimes. He may even pardon himself. I'll have all the details. Download the Ben Ferguson Podcast now.
Redefining radio. This is where the fun begins. Introducing Greek.
Let me tell you something. Don't ever love more you than anybody else you love more.
Francis.
Because then you're just like, you're squeezing your banana so hard every time you come in here, and then you're pounding it on the desk.
Let's get the party started. It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
Woohoo! Yeah, it's the Penthouse. Check us out on camera. Poinsettia, yeah. Franny told me yesterday, you better get a poinsettia in here. I went out last night. I made sure I got it because I want to come into the Penthouse today. I am the Greek, and you are not, thank God, this month because we are, some big invoices are coming through. I hope you guys are having a good morning and listen to Rover and the crew. Of course, we got our #1 producer who's still not on camera, even though management called me last night and said, what's with no camera? I said, he doesn't care. He doesn't respect you guys.
No. That's not what I said. No.
We're going to take the $100 bet off, okay? Because the big boss said that's not right for me to bet with you and with employees. So I said, okay, I'll take the money off. I don't want to make you, because then you feel like you're more reluctant than not do the camera because you don't want to lose the 100.
But I thought the bet was that management was going to make him do it. So obviously management isn't going to make him do it.
No, he just said, he goes, I don't want him to have to pay $100 when I make him do it.
So he's going to make him do it.
Well, he said he's not. He's going to suggest it.
So which one is it? Is he going to make him? Is he not?
Well, when your boss says something to you, really, he's telling you
a
to do it.
suggestion means that's really a demand.
Don't you think? I think so. Yeah. I mean, when they say something like, hey, you better...
I feel you.
I better be, I hope to see you at the Christmas party. That means you better go. Ooh, we'll talk about Christmas parties as we get into the show. But Dominic, how are you today, buddy?
I'm all right.
You're all right?
Yeah.
All right, good. You look energized and ready to go. Did you smoke any Babani this morning before the show?
No.
Somebody did ask me that last night. I was at NY Steak.
Why would you even ask him that? Like, you're trying to incriminate him.
Why? I thought he has. Don't you have a card?
Yeah, but you're not supposed to show up stoned to work. It doesn't matter if you have a medical card or not. Some employers don't like that.
Okay, can I ask a question? I have no knowledge of this, so this is why I'm asking. If you smoke a joint, does that mean you're stoned? It could be like you have a drink, but you're not drunk.
Yeah, but should you have a cocktail before work?
I know people who do.
Is it okay though?
I don't know.
Do you think it's right to have a drink before work?
For our job?
Yeah.
I don't think it matters. We're not flying a plane.
I'm just saying, I don't think management would be like, cool, yeah, have a Tito's before work. Everything's fine. Have Clue in your coffee. I just have a feeling that wouldn't fly. Same as if they knew you smoked a joint before work. I just don't think it would fly.
I don't know. I guess that'd be me like wearing a knockoff Armani jacket or something like that.
Definitely not the same thing.
No, it's not? All right. So did you smoke a joint before work?
No, sir.
But I love how he's still trying
She's still trying.
Dom, do you agree how I agree? Like, even if you did, whatever, I don't care. No. But you should never do it before work.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be high at work.
But does that mean, again, I don't know, does it mean if you smoke a joint that you're high?
Why else are you smoking a joint,
I don't know. Why do people have a glass of wine? They're not drunk. I'm just asking a question. Don't beat me up. I don't know. I mean, it's tough. I had a rough night.
I'm sorry. I know. He was like, I don't think the smart water is working. He was like, I'm depressed. I was like, it's not happy water. I was like, it's smart water. It doesn't help with depression. Nor does it do with smarts either. So
I said that the lady this morning in Publix, I could tell she wasn't in a good mood. She just came out and I said, let me ask you something. Do you think this water makes you smarter?
Let me ask you.
And she just looked at me like, oh, God, get this kid out of here.
She's like, if you have to ask that question,
it's
clearly not working.
I said, because if it makes you smarter, I'm going to buy two. I'm just saying. Smart water. I buy smart water because I like the label, and I just think it's cool. Okay. I don't know if it works, but I usually...
It's not. It's not about making you smart.
It's not?
No.
Man, you take away all my dreams.
I'm so sorry.
How the hell are you, Francis?
Better than you, I guess.
Were you impressed with my poinsettia?
It is. It's very... I told you it was nice. I said it's very pretty.
Yeah. See, when a girl tells you to do something, Dom, you do it. You do it. Please play my Journey song today because
which one was it?
Girl Can't Help It. I was talking to four of my good friends. Well, I haven't really seen them in a long time. I would say 20 years. And they're coming down in February. We talked about a time we were at Caesars, early 90s. And Leo played this song about 87 times, I would say, at Caesars. We had a suite. And when we got into the elevator in the morning, we never said anything, but I thought it was Perry, friend Journey, right next to us with a hat on. And I just looked at him, and I was, like, so embarrassed. I'm like, oh, could you imagine if that's him? And he heard, like, the song on all night, like, 87 times in a row. And, of course, you got, people singing it, 4 guys, 6 girls. And I was just like, my God, I didn't even want to make like I knew them. So in the elevator, I'm like, who was playing that music last night? That was brutal.
What was the song?
Girl Can't Help It, like early 90s.
Okay.
With Journey. And then we got in the elevator. It was real early in the morning. And we didn't say anything, but it had to be him. The hair, he had a hat on, glasses. I'm like, this is him. This has got to be him. And it was just a funny story. One of my buddies brought it up last night. So I said, oh, yeah, I do remember that whole crazy night that it was. That's when, like, we would go to bed at 5 o'clock and wake up an hour and a half later. And you felt great. You're like, all right, I'm ready to rock and roll. Now it's a little different. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. You could also text us at Real Radio 47142. Is it incriminating to ask an employee if they smoked a joint before work? Look at Dom shaking his head over there. Will Dom put the camera on? Dun, dun, dun. Dum, dum, dum. Somebody asked me that at the casino last night. I said, man, he just doesn't listen to kid. I mean, I try to help him. We even had the gentleman call us from Ohio to try to help. But no, he just doesn't want. I think it's just a generational thing. I think.
Wow.
I just think you guys are so rebels. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. So, Franny, we talked about Christmas parties a lot. Ours is Thursday and Monday.
It is.
Actually. I did stop by New York Prime last night before I went out just to make sure everything was okay.
So we're having a very intimate Christmas party. It's more of a dinner on Monday, and it's for the Penthouse crew.
That's it.
So I think that rules are a little bit looser with the Penthouse Christmas dinner than it is with like the big office Christmas party.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
100%.
Yeah, there is no
100%.
rules.
Ours is tomorrow, and I'm excited, but it's always a good time. And I think for the most part, most of us behave ourselves.
Yeah.
For the most part. We may have a couple here and there that get a little loosey, but it's fun. It's funny. I've never seen it out of hand. We'll just say that, at least in recent years. Maybe back in the day when we were a huge company, we have these big blowouts at the hotels and stuff and had casino nights. Yeah. I've seen some things, but that was a long time ago. That was a different time.
In Miami, I've seen people fall in the pools.
Different time, yes, different time. But we know that there's rules, and I think already, without me having to say, it's the drunk thing. Don't get too drunk. Don't have too many drinks. That's a given.
Yeah,
and that is in the top 5 rules of how you should behave or what not to do. The worst things we shall say at an office Christmas party. So getting too drunk is one. Maybe some things that people don't really realize too. Oversharing. Just because the vibe is casual. Remember, you're still at work.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do tend to overshare.
Yeah. Don't say anything about the boss's wife. Like, wow, she's hot.
That too.
My God, how'd you get her?
That should be a given.
No, but there was and I won't say who it was, but, and it may not have been this company, but there was at the end of the night, somebody was like looking to score. Yeah, a party favor, we'll just say.
Oh, okay.
And they said it in front of the new boss.
Oh, really?
New at the time. And the boss was like, just because I'm cool and I'm young doesn't mean you can say that in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is true.
And I think the guy was like, oh, crap. Yeah.
Yeah, the boss is still the boss.
The boss is still the boss.
No matter where
and
you
he didn't
are.
care. The guy didn't get fired, but he was just like, dude, I'm your boss. Like, you can't.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
You put me in a bad position.
Yeah.
You don't want to say anything about the boss's wife. You know what I mean?
I know, you said that already. I guess, has that happened to you or something? Are we speaking truth here?
Like, wow, how'd you get her? My God.
Speaking of, number 3, don't mix business and romance. Yep. So don't make out with a person who sits 2 cubicles down from you while you're at the Christmas party.
2 down, but somebody next to you.
Yeah, whatever, that's fine. Down the hallway. Yeah, but don't mix business with romance, especially if you try to hide it. Remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Because some people do, and then they have a couple drinks in them, and then they forget, and they get all touchy-feely.
You're
Crap
right.
where you eat.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, that's an old saying.
Yep.
I mean, I'll believe that.
We know you
Another one. Another one is, and we've mentioned this before, don't ignore the dress code.
Yes.
Even though nobody ever really puts out a dress code, I think it's just a given because it's work.
Yeah, you dress appropriate.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just it.
Yeah.
And that's more for women than men, honestly.
And they also say not appropriate, but maybe not even underdressed too. Maybe put a little bit of effort is what it says.
Yeah, like don't
For the
walk
holiday
in with
party.
flip-flops, stuff like that, hat backwards, especially where it's at, different things like that.
And this one's interesting to me. So this is number 5 here. This is 5 things they say. The worst things you can do at a Christmas party is don't post without consent, which means like don't share photos or videos of other people on social media unless you know that they're cool with it. That includes footage of coworkers who may be hammered. But see, it's weird because we're in a different kind of industry where everything is like post. Like they want us to constantly be posting on social media.
But I don't know about Christmas parties if they want you posting that. You would think they would?
Probably. I don't know. I mean, it's just always they want. I mean, it's not always events. Like I've been posting a lot on Gator's Instagram for 12 Guitars of Christmas.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of that, but they've also asked like they want people to get a little insight on what's really going on in your life too. So I'd assume if it's appropriate, it's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, you don't want to be posting people slosh.
And another thing, and it's really important. Like, say you're not sure about something, ask somebody.
No, that's what they said, without consent.
No, I'm saying like, hey, Franny, I'm going to put this up. What do you think? Is this cool or
No,
not?
that's consent.
No, I'm not saying of you. Like, say I'm putting up a video of Dominic.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to ask Dominic. I may say to you, hey, does this make him look bad? But
I would ask Dominic before you ask a stranger. Be like, hey, Dom, is it cool if I post this? Instead of going to me, be like, hey, do you think this makes him look bad?
Did you smoke a joint before work?
Go straight to the source.
little journey to background today. Yeah. Caesar's Palace. Come on, one time. Yeah, you got to be careful at a Christmas party. And if you're not going, should you tell your boss you're not going, or just don't show up?
Well, if you RSVP'd, right? I think you should tell him.
Yeah.
If you RSVP, definitely I would give a little heads up.
All right,
even an email.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's good. I'm surprised you came up with that.
Even if because I know they asked if we were going to have a +1, and even if that happens to fall through, I think you should even say, hey, it's just going to be me. The +1's not coming.
Sure. Have respect.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no, because they do pay for everybody, and if you're not going to show up, you know what? It's a situation where you should definitely tell them, hey, I thought I was bringing somebody, but something came out.
Are you bringing a +1?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Just wondering.
Not the one you were with last night?
No.
What about the other night? The night before?
What about that one?
No, not that one either?
I'm not bringing that one.
Not the one from Friday night?
No, not the one on Friday night. I did get a picture from somebody that I had a brief encounter with, and she sent me, I'm going to show Franny on break, and she showed me a picture of like a...
Is it a D-pic?
I'm not getting into that again. Of a baby. And I was driving, and I started, sweating. Like really bad.
It's yours, G-Man.
No, it wasn't mine. And then the next text came in, and she goes, relax. And she goes, I got great news. You know, I'm back with my boyfriend, and everything's working out. And, you know, we're having a baby. So I was like, thank God. My God. I really started sweating, like 20,000 on the game. Like it came dripping down my face. I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do now?
Little Greek's still running around.
Yeah. One of my biggest regrets, obviously. But again, and you can't, you had things in life. If you do everything right, then life would really be just like blah. You know what I mean? So you got to have some regrets. What do you think one of your top regrets is not working with us sooner?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We learned yesterday that is not the case.
Off the top of your head, what do you think? Not join a circus? What is it? What would it be?
Probably not playing more high school sports.
Okay.
Not just trying to be multiple, not just one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that'd probably be one for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And probably go to a bigger college university.
All right. Those are two good ones.
Those are a few.
Bill Belichick, North Carolina. Maybe you could call him. See what Bill says. They said his girlfriend is the one behind all of this, who's telling him to take
Really?
That's what they're reporting today. Tell him to take the job. She was in cheerleading, I guess, as a youngster, which she's still young now.
Yeah.
And she
Still a
might
youngster, huh?
she might be the head of cheerleading.
I told you.
Yeah, and that's what they were saying last night on the 4-letter network. And obviously, he had that 400-page thing, and his son wants to son.
There's always a woman behind it, isn't there? Behind some major decisions like that.
I agree. Women rule the world. There's no doubt about it. I mean, the quicker you find that out in life, the more successful you'll be. I mean, because we're like casinos.
Speaking of 47142, start off with Real Radio. We got a few text messages in already. It says, why is Greek coming at Dom? I think Dom does a great job. Nobody watches for Dom or for Greek. Just so everyone's clear on that. Says, hi, Franny. Then we have, I'm surprised that management doesn't tell Dom that he should smoke out during work while working with Greek. That's from Al.
Thank you, Al.
They said, no doubt Greek will get Dom fired with the camera and the smoke, is what they're saying. It looks like that's what they're trying to do. And then we have, hey, Franny, I have a quick question for Greek. Last night, had appetizers and drinks with an acquaintance. I brought him a gift, but he didn't bring one for me. Is he a scumbuddy? They want to know.
Is this a girl asking?
I don't believe it is. It's not. No.
Well, see, again, if you don't know you're exchanging gifts, like if you and I went out for drinks and I brought you something and you didn't know, I'm not going to look at you bad because I'm surprising you. You know what I mean? If I called you up and said, hey, Thursday night we're going to exchange gifts, and I came with a gift and you went, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Then I would think.
And that's the thing. It's like a little heads up. And mine wasn't a Christmas gift, but last night, a group of us, we went over. One of my friends is having surgery. He's getting cancer removed. And so he's going to be out for a while. He's coming back home on Saturday. He's in Tampa. So we thought it would be really nice if we showed up at his house and we decorated the outside of his house and Christmas lights and
stuff.
That is
nice.
So when he comes home,
really
he'll
nice.
have it. And so it was fun. And the house ended up looking beautiful. We wanted to Griswold it. We wanted to lights everywhere. But we found out from his girlfriend that he doesn't want any nails or staples touching his actual house itself. And he's very meticulous. He is. So we ended up just doing the trees, and it turned out really, really nice. But my girlfriend, who is very good friends with him and was putting this together and let me know, I had a little gift for her, but I let her know. I was like, hey, I got something for you.
Yeah.
And she loved it. And not at all was I like, how dare she not give me something in return?
Yeah, G-Man.
I gave it to her, and I was happy that she was like, oh my God, this is perfect. It was an ornament for her tree, but she loved it.
Nice.
And not once did I think, I was just like, I wonder if I'm going to get anything back. Not once did I think that, because that's not what it's about. I was happy that she loved it.
Mm-hmm. When I'm speaking about it, knucklehead, okay, you got headphones on, is when somebody gives me something and I feel obligated to give them, not the other way around. If I give somebody something, I'm not expecting a gift.
You're not.
No,
you don't
not-
feel that way?
No, not if
Okay.
they don't know. Like I just show up and I'm like, here, Franny, I got you this.
Well, of course, but that's so why don't you feel that same way about you? Because if you don't know,
I don't know. It's just a feeling I have.
Okay.
I feel bad and I'm like, I got to go get something. I just do. And, it's probably right. I should be like, hey, if you want to get me something, that's nice. But if somebody buys me something, I do everything I can to reciprocate as quick as possible. Venmo, whatever I got to do.
send cash,
Zelle,
cash.
Whatever. No, I don't think you want to Zelle somebody.
Peel it out the pocket.
Yeah, here you go. But the other way around, I don't feel that way. I don't think that. Because, again, if you're surprising somebody, you know what I mean? Like, you can't expect that. No two people think alike. You know what I mean? Especially if it's... I just don't feel that way. Like I said, if I'm giving a gift, no. I don't like, oh, I wonder what they're going to give me back. No. But if I get a gift, yeah, I'll do it. It's a bad habit. I do it my whole life. I mean, I just do. I don't know
if it's a bad habit. I mean, it's very generous of you. I think it's something that you don't have to do, but you do anyways, which is nice.
All right, Christmas parties. What else don't you do? We said drinking, show up late. That's not good. Like if the party's like 8 o'clock, don't walk in.
What about leave early? Does that look as bad?
I don't think it is, but I think people justify why they're leaving early.
I think this event goes to 10 p.m.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's 10 p.m., but it's also a little bit far for people to drive.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have to be up early. Some people have to go down to Boca the next day.
Oh, I feel you.
Some people have to be on the Gator in the
Some people
morning.
have to be a Gator, but you even have to drive all the way to Boca too. I mean, that's a heck of a drive. So that's the thing. Like, when do they look at that if you leave early just because, let's say, it's a drive or you have an early morning?
I think it depends on the boss. I don't think so, but I think people say why they're leaving early. I don't think they just shoot out. They're like, hey,
100%.
I got to be in Boca tomorrow,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Or I got an early remote, or I got to work with Dom, something like that. So I got to leave early. I got to get a session in with my
I just
therapist.
wasn't sure if it looked as bad as it does if you show up late.
Well, it depends how early. Like tomorrow night at 7 to 10.
I'm there for 5 minutes.
Yeah. If you Greek it.
Hey, guys, what's up?
And you're out like 7:30, it's not great. Then it's not good. I would say appropriate time tomorrow night to leave is...
What time does it start? Don't.
I think it starts at 7.
7, okay. All right.
I would say-
enough time to get ready and drive up. Okay.
Yeah, 9.
All right. A couple hours.
I don't think it's that bad if you
Okay.
left at 9. So if you have a drive.
I say that, but I'm always one of the last ones standing. So.
Yeah, I mean...
but I'm just curious for others who do have to.
Yeah, I think everybody's
Head
different.
out.
And usually, like a lot of parties at work, you have your immediate boss and then the big boss, and then the other bosses you really don't care about. Who cares what they think? I don't care. But you would tell your boss, I think a lot of people like, hey, I'm shooting out, or say you're with a date, like, oh, I got to drive her home or something like that. I don't think you just disappear, because then they look for you sometimes, like, hey, where's Dominic? And then, then you get some other worker goes, he left like 10 after 7. He went to get high. And he wasn't coming back.
Oh, great.
So, yeah.
He had a bunch of
Definitely
men
trying to get you fired, Dom.
You're not going to get fired. But when you came on the show, we all had a vote, either yes or no.
I wasn't part of this vote.
You weren't?
I would have said yes, but I was part of the vote.
I voted
We
for
all
Fred.
had a vote.
They said, what do you think about Dom? And I said, yes. I'm a fan of yours. Mm-hmm. Obviously. You wouldn't be on the show if I wasn't. I think you're a hard worker. I think you're nice. You're getting a little rambunctious, but that's nice. It's like in dating, like somebody gets a little bit more comfortable. You know what I mean? As time goes on, they start saying stuff. You're like, woo, that was a big ask. But you're doing a great job.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you really are. And the poinsettia, we have in the studio. Maybe we'll do a video for you guys, show you how beautiful the studio looks later, and what a great job that Dominic did, and lighting everything and everything. Now, were you high when you did this decoration?
Wow. I think you just took a day off, man.
You're the best. 877-927-6969. Holiday parties. We talk about it, obviously, this time of year. But if you have anything that you want to add, Like maybe if there's a parking spot in front and you shoot in and your boss is there, don't shoot in real quick and look at him and go, ha ha, and then go into the party and go, Merry Christmas. See you later, buddy. But I do know somebody when I was in Miami said something very inappropriate to one of the boss's wives down there.
Oops.
And didn't know, though, that was his wife. You know, it was a big thing. It was at the Fontainebleau. And I knew that it was his wife, but I was just like, as soon as he said it, I was like, wow, that's not going to go over good. And it didn't. He grabbed him like 20 minutes later and called him over and said, hey, come here for a minute. But again, he didn't know who she was. You know what I mean? And it was at the Fontainebleau, and there was tons of people. And there was like, a bunch of iHeart people, but there was a bunch of people that were in the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't know, like, and a lot of those parties, like, people just walk in and out.
Yep.
Like, there really is no security. Like, when there's a pool party and people are in and out, there really isn't. You just walk in. Nobody said to me, hey, you at iHeart? You know?
No, a party like that you can easily crash.
Yeah, I mean, you were just walking in and walking out. And then if you wanted a drink, you paid at the bar. That's what it was. There wasn't, they didn't have tickets. I think they had.
It was an open bar?
I think early was open bar.
Okay.
And then later, as it went on, you paid. Obviously, I think after 10 o'clock. But people were walking in and out, and they had like the big logo by the pool. So it looked really, it looked cool. So if you were hanging out there, it was like, oh, maybe I'll, bump to somebody or a big star or something like that. Or, I don't know, Jennifer Lopez.
Bump into the Greek.
Yeah, Jennifer Lopez. Somebody like that. And just see them. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. 3-word Wednesday is going to come at you today for a big prize. Huge prize for you guys. We always have something big for you. Thanks to Andrew, our kingpin, who does a fantastic job. It's Dominic. It's Francis. It's Greek. And remember, it's a show. It's a show. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Fritz seems like he's got the healthiest organs. I don't know if you really do, but you seem like you do. I mean, Sea Lion's organs are fine. They seem to be functioning.
I would like his liver. It's bigger than mine.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be anything.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
An accident northbound 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard causing delays back to Okeechobee Boulevard. There's construction Beeline Highway Blue Heron Boulevard to North Lake Boulevard. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Save more this holiday season by becoming a My Lowe's Rewards member. Don't miss new member deals dropping every week, like $15 off a purchase of $50 or more on select Bounty, Charmin, and Puffs paper products. Join for free today, subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for details, subject to change.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach. The Ugly Sweater Party is Saturday, December 14th. Win this contest and win big prizes and enjoy the night and kick off the holiday season at Monroe's. A 5-star menu and beautiful girls 7 days a week. And pick up a calendar for 2025. It's Saturday, December 14th. The Ugly Sweater Party. Be there and enjoy yourself and kick off the holidays at Monroe's. Peace.
Hi there. I'm Mia. I'm Air.
You're Air?
Yeah. I just got out of the lungs of someone smoking a cheap little cigar outside a bodega. Oh, it was so smoky in there. And where there's smoke, there's
fire.
Cancer.
Oh.
Yeah. Little cigars might taste sweet, but they still kill. I'm supposed to be helping people, not unhelping them.
You mean hurting?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm a bit of an airhead.
Little cigars are just as dangerous as regular cigarettes. Find out how to quit today at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Hey, it's a Greek for Trajan Wealth. Do you really know what your money's doing? Do you really know what you're investing in? You're probably not. That's probably the answer. You probably set it and forget it if you have a 401k. You need people to help you, and you need people to direct you in the right place so you can reach your goals. So when you do retire, you got some money there. Because when you're done working, that's it, baby. It's your retirement. Trajan Wealth can help you. Call them today. 561-390-1000. 561-390-1000. No question is a bad question at Trajan Wealth. They'll sit down with their experts and they'll look over things, have a plan, and figure out your goals. Before you know it, you're going to be retired. And you get ready for the holidays and you get ready for 2025, but you really got to get ready for your future and your retirement. Trajan Wealth can help you. You got to have a plan. And if you're not sure about your money, they can help you. Call them today at 561-390-1000. 561-390-1000. Trajan Wealth. They'll help you and get your retirement on point. Peace.
The holidays are here, and Spring Training 2025 is approaching fast at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Groups, mini plans, and season tickets are available now for all St. Louis Cardinals and Miami Marlins games. Individual game tickets go on sale November 19th. Find out more at RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com.
All right, we're all set for the party. I've trimmed the tree, hung the mistletoe, and paired all those weird-shaped knives and forks with the appropriate cheeses. And I plugged in the Bartesian.
Bartesian?
It's a home cocktail maker that makes over 60 premium cocktails, plus a whole lot of seasonal favorites, too. I just got it for $50 off. So, how about a Cosmopolitan or a mistletoe margarita?
I'm thirsty.
Watch. I just pop in a capsule, choose my strength, and...
Wow, it's beginning to feel more seasonal in here already.
If your holiday party doesn't have a bartender, then you become the bartender. Unless you've got a Bartesian, because Bartesian crafts every cocktail perfectly in as little as 30 seconds. And I just got it for $50 off.
'Tis the season to be jollier.
Add some holiday flavor to every celebration with the sleek, sophisticated home cocktail maker, Bartesian. Get $50 off any cocktail maker at Bartesian.com/cocktail. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no. So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning. The cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500. Discount on eligible product only and reflected in quote. Restrictions apply. See Pro Desk for details. MVP's Pro Rewards program subject to terms.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. A cold front will move into the area this afternoon. Ahead, warm with temperatures in the middle 80s early this afternoon before a line of showers moves through the area by the evening. Then a clearing sky tonight, chilly by Thursday morning with temperatures in the 40s and 50s to start the day.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Save more this holiday season by becoming a My Lowe's Rewards member. Don't miss new member deals dropping every week like $15 off a purchase of $50 or more on select Bounty, Charmin, and Puffs paper products. Join for free today. Subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change.
Your holiday to-do list can be longer than Santa's. Between the shopping, the decorating, kids' concerts, and, oh yeah, keeping the magic alive. iHeartRadio is here to bring the joy to your busy days with commercial-free Christmas stations like iHeart Christmas. or dozens of playlists so you can pick and match your holiday vibe. Open your free iHeart app and search Holiday to explore stations, playlists, and more.
The Penthouse is brought to you by Joseph's Classic Market.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
All right, the push-up challenge has started. Francis and I against Wild 95.5, Carmine and Megan, who are really just great people. Right. So Franny just crushed Megan by 10. She said she
I could have kept on going, but I got pushed over.
Yep.
Megan pushed me down.
So the count I have is 17 for you.
Yeah,
I got pushed over.
I had a solid, probably easy, another 15, 20 left in me.
Really?
And then I got pushed over.
Wow. And then Megan had 7.
Yeah, she's going to quit showing off and push me.
Wow. All right, so she's not a good loser.
It was fun, though. It was fun.
All right, so Franny gave us a 10-point lead against me and Carmine. Now, Carmine's
I wanted to keep on going because I wanted to see if I could beat Carmine. So maybe I'll jump in with you guys, too.
Ooh, second round.
Second round. See if I can beat G and Carmine.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Right?
If you beat G and Carmine.
Right? I'll go right in the middle of them.
I mean, the next round is me and Carmine. I think I can knock you out about 15. I'm going to say 15.
He's saying that, but I know G can probably do like 30.
I had a rough night.
Maybe more.
I really did have a bad night. I didn't get any sleep. I wasn't prepared. I don't have my moisturizer.
It's dangerous doing push-ups with moisturizer on your hands.
My face.
Okay.
Dominic's in the house.
Hello.
And of course, Francis is here.
Hi.
And let's do a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, Panthers got a win last night. They won 2-1. Remember, you could hear the Panthers all season long on Real Radio. All right, I got a question for Dominic. Franny, you could jump in. Which team has, and you'll be shocked, gave you a tip already, which team has covered 5 weeks in a row in the NFL, and for the first time in like 5 years, they're favored on Sunday?
This Sunday.
Carolina Panthers.
I wouldn't have gotten that.
Nobody does.
Would have gotten that.
5 weeks in a row they've covered as an underdog. But this week they're playing the Cowboys, and they're favored by 2.
Are we surprised?
Yeah, I'm surprised they're favored by anybody. I mean, even Boca High. But 5 weeks in a row, they cash. They have covered. And this Sunday, first time since like 2020 or 2021, they are favored in a game, which is crazy that they're even favored. And how bad is Dallas, right? I mean, if Dallas had another big injury Monday night, but Panthers are favored by 2.5. But if somebody said to you today, what team has covered 5 weeks in a row? Most people would not say the Carolina Panthers. But they have covered 5 weeks in a row. They covered again Sunday when they played the Eagles, part of the streak, when they were getting like 13 or 14 home, and they ended up losing by 6. So think about that when you're betting. Again, when you're betting a point spread, that's the way it is. And you know what? It does matter. It's not if the team wins or loses, if they cover. And that's what it's all about. So the Yankees and Soto, there was a big situation going on. This came out where the Mets gave him a skybox for, I guess, his family forever. And the Yankees wanted to charge him for the skybox, like half price. And that's like...
So they're like, hey, we're gifting this to you, but you got to pay for it?
Yeah, like,
Is that how that works?
Well, they went in saying we're going to charge you half price for the box. Now, the Mets just gave it to them. And Yankee fans are losing their you-know-what over this. I don't know if that was anything to do with it, but it does come off a little Scooby-ish. Like, you know, like you're offering a guy $740 million. Just give him a box. Who cares? But those boxes over 15 years, if they just gave it to him, would be a lot of money.
Yeah, that'd be like $1 million probably.
Oh, way more than $1 million. But you got 82 games.
Yeah, that means, yeah.
I mean, you could check, I would say, millions of dollars for 15 years to buy a box. Yeah. So the Yankees were probably like, we'll give you half. And the Mets were like, Mets would have gave him anything. A Statue of Liberty, Empire State Building, anything. You want it?
They're already putting a statue up outside the stadium for him.
They already did. They built it. They're building it last night. But that came out. And like when a lot of people heard that, they didn't understand and they were going crazy. Even last night when I was at NYY Steak, which is a Yankee steak restaurant that's at Yankee Stadium, people were talking to me. I'm like, you don't get it. Like, that's a lot of money that they would be giving up on top of that. So for 15 years. Now, if it was a year or two, maybe, but they were going to charge him half. But the Mets just said, here, take it. And Cone, like we said, with the Mets, it was very much out there. He said it to everybody, I'll do whatever he wants. Like, he just went in with a blank check. He goes, here, fill it out. And whatever you want, you're going to get. And he went to the highest bidder. I mean, the one thing I could say from the very beginning, he said, I'm going to who pays me the most. And the Mets did. And that's why the Mets got him. But the box thing, when people hear it, you're like, I can't believe they wouldn't do it. But you got to look at the numbers. And for 15 years, a box at Yankee Stadium is millions and millions, probably over 100 million, I would guess.
Wow.
You know, because, again, 82 games.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's not like it's, football where there's 8 games. And football boxes are a ton. I have a couple of friends who have
How
them.
much do you say it's over?
100 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
That seems crazy.
That does.
I'm guessing 15 years. And remember, prices go up.
Yep.
So the price it is today in 2025 season is not going to be the price in 2040.
And you're just saying, wait, for how much? For one season?
15 years.
Oh, okay. Thank God. I was like, holy moly. All right. So, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's still a lot of money. Still insane amount of money.
I think Dolphin boxes are like 250,000 for a season or more. I know 2 of my friends who have them, and they're a lot.
Don't you get other events, though, with that?
No, you have to buy the events.
You do?
Yeah.
Even if it's something like an Orange Bowl or something like that, if it's another football-related event, even though it's not NFL?
I think you have to buy them. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I think what happens, from what I remember, you get the first right of refusal. Like, do you want it? You have the box.
Okay.
Franny, you want it for the Dolphins. You want it for the Orange Bowl. If you pass, then they sell it. That's what I do believe happens.
Yeah,
if somebody knows,
nutty.
give us a call at 877-927-6969. That's the way I think it goes.
Yeah, they say about 10 to 20 for a single game suite at Yankee Stadium.
How much?
About 10 to 20 for a single game suite.
10 to 20 what? 1,000?
1,000.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Single game for one game.
Yeah.
And there's 8 times 82 games. I mean, that's one game. So that's a lot when you look at it. If you did the math, 82 times 20,000, I mean, there it is. And then over 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the prices don't stay the same.
We're looking at about $25 million right there for $20,000 each night.
For the 15 years?
Yep, for 15 years.
All right.
For
and that's a higher end?
Yep.
Still a lot of money. Not the 100, but still a lot.
Yeah. And that's the price staying the same.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
going to stay the same.
True.
Yeah,
I mean,
it goes up every year.
Yeah, I mean, every year it goes up. Spike Lee talked about with his tickets and what he pays now. It's never the same price.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if anybody who like saves tickets, you can look back now because everything's on your phone, but you can look at tickets prices. You're like, oh my God, like you see ticket prices to then to now. You're like, oh great. I mean, it's crazy. So that was one of the things, but people are making a big deal about it. But again, I just think he didn't want to play with the Yankees. I think that's what, because the Yankees were close in their offer, and he wanted to go to Mets. He's also friends with a couple of guys on the Mets, so it is a big thing in baseball and with New Yorkers. But again, it is what it is. That is your Greek Trifecta, sponsored by Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach. You want to go to phone first or Florida story?
Real quick, let's go to Larry.
Okay, Larry, what's up?
History, by the way.
Yeah, I been listening and what not to say to a boss's wife at a party.
Yes, sir.
This happened back in the late 70s or early 80s when I was 23, 24 years old. The bosses never had parties for the members. We were a small company, maybe 12 or 13 people working.
Okay.
2 brothers owned it. And they would always have a party for the customers. And they'd do it right in front of our faces in their offices and stuff and never, ever give us anything. So one year I organized the guys and say, hey, let's just take our wives, girlfriends, or whoever out to dinner and meet at somebody's house for drinks before and after. So we did that the first year.
Okay.
The bosses found out about it. The next year they said, hey, we're going to do this. We want to have a party at our house beforehand, a couple of drinks, and then we'll go out to dinner. And they live 40 miles outside of Milwaukee because that's where I'm from. And so we go, we have drinks at their house, nice house, of course, luxury, everything on a lake. We go to this local restaurant that they picked out, nice place, and we're sitting at the bar having drinks. And this is before dinner. They were picking up the tab for that. And the older boss, him and his wife were probably in their mid-50s at that time. Like I said, I was in my early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And the other brother that owned it was in his middle 40s, and his wife was there, and they were talking. And the main boss, the older boss's wife, goes to me and says, you guys should be thankful to my husband because without him, you guys wouldn't have a job.
Okay.
And I just looked at it without hesitation and said, it works both ways. Without us, your husband wouldn't have a company and you wouldn't have the life you live. And the other boss's wife just cracked up laughing because nobody ever talked to her like that. And I just said, I got nothing to lose. I don't care. I'm single, no attachments. I don't care. I just thought that was the rudest thing to say to somebody.
Yeah.
Even not at a Christmas party, but it came out at a Christmas party. And I thought, you bitch, how can you say that? We're the ones that keep the guy in business, and yet we're supposed to thank him? I don't think so.
Did you get promoted?
So I was going to ask how that turned out for you.
Oh, no, it was fine. I worked for them for 5 years, and I went back a year after that. But long story short is after I was there for 5 years, I went in and asked for a huge raise. And his famous saying is, well, you're holding a gun to my head because I asked for a $1.50 an hour raise. And back in the early 80s, that was a big raise.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I'll let you know by the end of the day. And I said, that's fine because it was a Friday. And I said, he called me in after lunch. He goes, well, we'll give you $1 now and 50 cents the next year. And I said, okay. I said, adios, I'm leaving. I had another job lined up anyway, paying what I wanted. So I ended up quitting, and a year later, they called me up, offered me $1 even more than what I had asked for to come back to work for them.
Oh, wow. Well, you must have been a good worker.
Yeah, I agree. I like working.
No, that's good. Well, that's a nice story.
No, watch out with the words, Larry.
Yeah, you can't use profanity.
No S-bombs.
Yeah. Well, we understand, Larry. Thank you. We appreciate it.
All right. You guys have a good day.
Happy holidays. We'll remember that tomorrow on that at our Christmas party.
We got one more caller, Sarah B, on the line.
What's happening?
Hey.
Hi, Sarah.
What's up, Penthouse? So, if you guys were talking about Christmas parties and you were talking about when people give you a gift if you didn't already get them a gift and how you feel. So those are the two things I called about. So first of all, the Christmas parties. So at the bar, they have one every year. I've never gone.
Why? You just have no interest in going?
No, and also not having a car. I'm not taking a 45-minute ride downtown to go to a Christmas party.
Can't somebody give you a ride, maybe? A coworker? They say, hey, can I get a lift for the party tonight?
Nah, because then I can't leave when I want.
Okay.
Or I have to take a 45-minute ride home to leave when I want.
All right, well, that's understandable.
That and then the last few years they've been like, there's going to be a surprise. It's always our Christmas bonus, which I can pick up the next time I pick up my check.
Oh, so you get it anyways. You don't have to be there for it.
Right.
Okay.
And then last year they decreased our bonus because one of the two owners didn't want to give us one. So I'm like, yeah, now I'm really not coming to the Christmas party because there's no reason.
And I've heard people, too, it's almost like reunions, how you see everybody on Facebook now, nobody wants to go. But I've even heard people say, why do I want to go to my Christmas party? I see these people every day. I've heard people say that as an excuse, too.
It's just something you should do.
That's the thing, too. Well, and like at our bar Christmas party, of course, because we are a bar, it's an open bar, and I'm like, yeah, I'm really not interested in seeing any of these people drunk. I'm good.
Yeah, and you don't drink that much yourself.
Yeah, and I wouldn't. I would definitely not drink hardly anything. And when I do, if I do have 2 drinks, I normally get sleepy at that point.
Yeah,
it's not fun for me. So, and then at my main job, if we have a Christmas party, it's like, hey, you guys, let's get together and go somewhere. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not spending money when I could just eat at home for free. So.
Oh, so they expect you to come out of pocket.
Yeah, so it's really not a party.
Yeah, it's really not.
Yeah, if they expect you to come out of pocket, it's not a party. It's just a get-together.
Exactly, and that's the thing, because it's not sponsored by the company. It's the employees saying, hey, let's get together.
Okay.
They call it a Christmas party, but it's not really. It's everyone getting together for dinner somewhere. So, yeah. And then with the gifts, Greek, I'm going to steal a saying from Johnny C.
Mm-hmm.
You know how he used to always say, just set that down?
Yeah.
True.
You shouldn't. I feel like people who know you well enough will get you something because they know you'll feel bad and get them something. So don't always feel like you have to get people something just because they got you something. I feel like there's people in your life who know you well enough that may just be doing that just to get something from you because they know that you can afford it.
I mean, maybe. I mean, who knows what life's about? If they're thinking that deep, and they gotta get a present from me, well, I hope they spend it on medicine. So I'm not gonna really worry about it. I don't really put thought into it, like, ooh, they're screwing me. I mean, we're not talking about management. We're talking about people I know. A little different, Sarah.
Well, yeah, but if you didn't buy them a gift already, then you shouldn't feel like you have to because they bought you something.
You're right. There's a lot of things I shouldn't feel, but it's my makeup, and that's just the way I feel. I mean, maybe it's the way I was raised. I don't know. I just feel bad. I'm that guy. Like, if somebody ever bought me dinner, I'm going to make sure I buy them dinner next time. That's my mindset.
Well, that's different. I feel like if you're going to dinner with someone, you're close enough where you're going to see them again anyway. So that's understandable.
Like, I got one friend who buys me, and now I know it. He'll buy me a box of cigars. And a box of cigars for me is $110. His box is like $680. And he'll be like, Greek, what are we doing? Like, that I know. That's a
box
con
for
job.
box.
Yeah. It's a con. That I know is a con job. It's like, I bought you a box. You buy me a box. So that I know I'm getting screwed, but that's fine. But I don't know. I don't know if people are going to go like, hey, let me go buy Greek a gift because I know he's going to get me something. I don't. Maybe you could be right. Who the hell knows? I don't know. I mean, I paid a girl for sex for years, and I found out years later she wasn't a prostitute. So things happen.
Same, right? Same.
Exactly the same. Exactly the same.
Yep.
Sarah, we love you. Thanks for your call, and always keep in touch.
Of course. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Love you, Sarah. Bye.
All right, Dom, now let's get to this day in history.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's like, I'll do my segment. Fran can wait 20 minutes.
I didn't say that. He said it.
I'm kidding.
He's the executive producer.
He's actually the
Look
producer.
at him point the finger at me. He's like, he did it.
I know.
You said phone call, and I don't want to get you mad because I'm afraid of you. So I'm
hey,
like,
the first guy waited the whole commercial break, so we had to get to him.
That's right. Yeah.
I kid. We love our listeners. December 11th, this day in history, 305 years ago in 1719, the first recorded sighting of the Aurora Borealis took place in New England. Apparently, it sent some of the Puritans into panic because they were afraid it was a sign of Judgment Day. They're like, dun, 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 to the end is near. 83 years ago, speaking of dun, 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 1941, Hitler declared war on the U.S. 78 years ago, 1946, the United Nations established the International Children's Emergency Fund, known as UNICEF, in the aftermath of World War II.
That's very nice.
Then we have 73 years ago, 1951, Joe DiMaggio announced his retirement from baseball. He retired with, do you know how many career hits?
No. He had a ton.
2,214. 60 years ago, musician, 1964, Sam Cooke died under suspicious circumstances. They said after a motel manager shot and killed him, they said in self-defense. I don't remember the story, do you? He was only 33.
I know he got killed, but I didn't know anything behind it, to be honest with
So the manager, well, it was female. The manager claimed he attacked her in her office while trying to find a different woman who ran out of his room. After he allegedly tried to force himself on her, the LAPD said it was justifiable homicide. But his family never bought it. They never bought the story. If you're wondering who Sam Cooke is, You Send Me, Chain Gang, Cupid.
Oh, yeah,
The
big
change is
star.
going to come. Yep.
Huge.
Yep. 44 years ago, 1980, the original Magnum PI debuted on CBS. 43 years ago, 1981, Muhammad Ali fought his 61st and final fight, losing to...
Larry Holmes?
Nope, Trevor Berbick.
Oh, okay.
Berbick, the greatest. They said the greatest finished his career 56-5 with 37 knockouts. Then we have 42 years ago. Man, I can't believe, well, I can because I was born in 1982. I was like, wow, 42 years. The 80s classic, Mickey. Hey,
Oh, that's
Mickey, you're
so
so
annoying,
fun.
dude.
Yeah, by Tony Basil hit number one.
Oh, God, that's so annoying the blank out of me.
39 years ago, 1985, the Super Bowl Shuffle by the Chicago Bears Shuffling Crew was released.
Yeah, they did that the week before the Super Bowl. Like, if that was now with social media, oh my God.
Everywhere.
Yeah, no, but it was, but I'm saying, like, everybody, the Patriots were insulted. Like, we're doing a Super Bowl shuffle. And they ended up blowing out the Patriots, I think.
That's funny.
55-10 or 51-10.
This is a great movie. 37 years ago. If you haven't watched it, recommend. 1987, Billy Crystal, Danny DeVito. Comedy, Throw Mama from the Train was released. 33 years ago, 1991, Hook was released, starring Robin Williams. Good movie, too.
Yeah.
24 years ago, 2000. Thanks to nothing more than hard work, a strict moral code, and unflagging integrity, Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod, agreed to a $252 million deal with the Texas Rangers. They said it was the most lucrative contract in sports at the time.
No more.
15 years ago, speaking of sports, 2009, Tiger Woods announced he was taking an indefinite leave from golf to try to save his marriage to Elin Nordegren. It didn't work. It didn't work, obviously. They divorced next year.
All you had to do was stay at the Waffle House.
Yeah, and he still, they said, isn't.
And he would have had no problems.
14 years ago, 2010, Cam Newton won the Heisman Trophy.
Cam!
Then finally here in music, pulp culture, 14 years ago, 2010, Nicole Richie married Joe Madden from Good Charlotte. And the ceremony was at her dad's house, Lionel Richie.
All night long.
Speaking of her and Paris Hilton, they're coming back with that show.
Really?
What is it? Man, it was funny. Remember where they would go and do real jobs and live in real life?
Like milk cows.
What was it called? Was it called
The Two Blondes?
No. But I wonder if it's good. I hope it's as good. The Simple Life.
Yeah, because they're so different now.
They are.
And a lot of people didn't realize.
She was a funny one. Like, she was Nicole Richie.
Yeah.
And you really don't, she does a lot of stuff in fashion. I think she's got her own fashion line, but.
In Nicole Richie, like, when it first came out, this way I remember, like, people didn't realize it was Lionel Richie's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And Paris Hilton, obviously, the name, and she was a socialite and a family and all that. But a lot of people didn't realize that was Lionel. And I don't think in the beginning he was a big fan of it. But as the time passed on, he was cool with it and everything like that.
So quickly, I do want to give a heads up because we got all kinds of stuff going on our website, especially the contest page, realradio921.com/contest. Our Kingpin of Promotions puts together some cool stuff like this. Spin Master Games. Woo! They said the holidays are, is that what it sounds like? The holidays, of course, are almost here, which means family, fun, and of course, a lot of food. And what better way to get in that quality family time than by breaking out a fun new game from Spin Master Games. So they want to add fun to your holidays. You can sign up now for your chance to win Spin Master Games of your choice. This is realradio921.com/contest. So some of the games they have is Mind the Gap, Deluxe Edition. We also have Where on the Scale, Drafted, and they have Tag Someone Who, which is an adult party game where you find out who best fits each meme. So all these have descriptions. Yeah, it looks a lot of fun. So learn about each of these amazing Spin Master games and enter for a chance to win the games of your choice now at realradio921.com/contest.
Nice. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Because your pets are pretty lonely when you're gone. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. Savored the taste of victory, but a new season is starting, and they're hungry for more.
Johnny scores! Gus Borsley beat the buzzer!
The Cats are back, and they're on the hunt for another championship.
Mark up and put right on his shot, and he scores! The overtime winner!
Listen all season long on Real Radio 92.1.
Start the celebration, South Florida. The Panthers have done it. Stanley Cup champions! Stanley Cup champions!
Your FM home for the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
An accident northbound 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard causing delays back to Okeechobee Boulevard. There's construction Beeline Highway Blue Heron Boulevard to North Lake Boulevard. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll tell the story of the fascinating origins of the organization behind the Red Kettle, the Salvation Army. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
Hey, it's Greek to tell you about my new favorite spot, Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Streets. Pollard is an upscale, sophisticated coffee shop specializing in a wide range of coffee, beverages, and teas. Located in Deerfield Beach, proud sponsor 2024 Greek's Gridiron. Pollard Coffee, the way I start every day. Peace.
Hey, Florida, ready to make your night out even better? Check it out. There's a brand new app called Where You At? Find the Crowd, your new go-to platform for scoring the hottest happy hour deals, checking out promotions, and discovering upcoming events at bars, restaurants, and nightclubs near you. Not sure where the crowd is tonight? Where You At? Find the Crowd has you covered. See what bars your friends are talking about and plan outings with them so you never miss out on the party. Download Where You At? Find the Crowd in the App Store today and stay updated on everything happening at your favorite bars.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings. Because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up! Oscar!
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it!
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Your business needs a network it can count on.
Power's out.
Comcast Business has you covered with Wi-Fi backup to help keep your business up and running, even when your power goes out.
Everybody in the warehouse good? Lights are out, but the Wi-Fi's up.
He takes everything so seriously.
It's from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
Break room, you good?
Can't microwave my burrito, but Wi-Fi's fine. Let's power on.
Power on with the leader in connectivity. Comcast Business. Powering possibility.
Well, he stopped. So
learn how to get Comcast Business Internet, Security Edge, and Wi-Fi backup for $59 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement when you add Comcast Business Mobile Unlimited. Plus, for a limited time, find out how to get an $800 holiday bonus prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Don't wait. Call or go online to ComcastBusiness.com today. Ends 12/15/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 300 megabit per second internet, Security Edge, and Connection Pro. EcoBill and auto pay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search Holiday and start listening now. You'll see your local holiday radio station, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Warm into the afternoon with temperatures in the middle 80s. A cold front will move through the region. This will bring the chance for showers and an isolated storm through the early evening. Drier and cooler air moves in behind the front. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s by the start of Thursday morning with afternoon highs in the upper 60s.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage has amazing deals on the holidays' most fun gifts, all for under $15. Get low prices every day on unique finds before they're gone. In-store only at Macy's Backstage today. Find a location near you at Macy'sBackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Strike's Cigar Lounge.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good day. Dominic's in the house.
Hello.
And, of course, Francis is there.
What's going on?
So we finished the push-up challenge.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Carmine beat me, 28-25.
Yeah.
But he did play me like a little drum because he went down, and I thought he stopped.
No, he didn't go down. He held himself up.
Well, I'm doing it, so I just figured he stopped.
Yeah, so he held himself up just to do a little teaser because he was just banging him out. I think he could have had some more in, and then you thought, and so then he kept on going, and then you fell to your knees.
Well, you had a pause point too.
You did. You both
had a pause point. We both.
I looked
recollected.
over at him because I thought he stopped. So I was like, whatever. He
But
stopped.
before that, before he did it, you did too.
Yeah, you had a little pause too
Yes.
for a second.
That's all right,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's video proof.
Yeah.
All right, there's video proof.
So Dom filmed it. I was there. I witnessed it. So Carmine did beat Greek by 3. So.
But Franny beat Megan by 10.
Yeah. So overall, if we're combining forces, Real Radio, Wild 95.5, it looks like Real Radio won.
Yeah, I don't even.
You're welcome, Greek.
Yeah, you're welcome. We're a team, Franny. Oh my God! Are they even U.S. citizens? I mean, what's going on over there?
I mean, you know what? I think out a Greek and I'm Puerto Rican here. They're more U.S. citizens
than us, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
The girl from Ohio.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought she would bang out more. I mean, because she talks a good game.
That's what she texted. I was like, I texted her. I was like, "Do you let me win?" She was like, "No." She's like, "I'm a lot stronger than I look." I look a lot stronger than I am.
Yeah.
Is what she said.
But yeah, great job by Franny. Great job by Carmine. Great job by Dominic, who took it very serious. He really
Dom
did.
was making sure this was getting done. Every day he was like, we're doing it. I was like, I don't know. I don't care. Just tell me when. I'll jump in, coach.
Yeah. I went to Megan in the studio and I'm like, "Are you ready?" And she's like,
No.
I'm like, "It's time."
We were all dragging our feet to do it. And I was just like, whenever you tell me to do it, let's do it.
Well, great job by Franny. She gets the MVP, but it's a team win. Yes. And every station here,
She could have kept going too. I think she could have beat you.
I probably could have.
Megan pushed her over.
Yeah. No, Franny, I thought Franny could bang
there were
out like
shenanigans on that one. I won, but I could have kept it.
I think she could have banged out 30.
Yeah.
No doubt. I think she could have. I could have won a couple more if I did.
I thought so too. I thought you crapped out a little earlier.
Yeah, I did.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was like, but again, we already won.
You had a rough night. We know.
I didn't have a rough. I don't drink. I just got home exceptionally late for me.
Okay.
That's the one.
It can still be a rough night because you're tired.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to do anything with drinking.
I mean, I opened my door at 5.
Ooh.
So that's late.
That's normally when you're leaving.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You're right. That's usually when I'm leaving. So
what's her name? You know it's a girl if you're getting home at 5 a.m. You're not hanging out with no dudes until then.
I could be playing cards, like smoking cigars.
Yeah, until 5 in the morning?
Talking about the economy.
Oh, yeah, that's totally what you do.
Delivering toys.
Uh-huh, yeah.
You never know what you're doing.
He's Santa.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I'm not wearing green, though, like Bloomingdale's.
You are right now with your hat.
Yeah, well, that's for the Penthouse and pig. Over to Franny for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida?
WTF.
What the Florida?
All right, well, we got a girl fight in action, and a couple people got arrested because of it. Yeah, it might sound awesome, but suspect arrested after this girl fight. You're like, yes, girl fight. So they said that her name was Kai Wildwood. 20 years old, is facing a charge of battery following this altercation at an apartment complex. Her and another woman had been arguing in the parking lot, and there was a lot of witnesses around gathering, going, fight, fight, fight. One of them did record the altercation on their cell phone, shared the video with police. They said that Kaya reportedly approached the other female aggressively, started striking her in the face multiple times.
Not good.
They indicate the conflict began simmering earlier in that day, so it was something that was building. They had some rift. They had issues with each other. They said because of this rift that just boiled over and the victim got her butt beat. She suffered a bruised lip, and they said also had a big old bruise center of her forehead. And Kaya was taken into custody and booked into the Sumter County Detention Center. Next up in your What the Florida, man, I hate talking about these stories, but it is What the Florida. There's a Florida man who's been sentenced to 30 years, should be forever, in federal prison after he would send, they said, photos of his genitals to around 200 minors. 200.
Terrible.
Yep. From June through December, 30-year-old Daniel Carson Miller would chat online with minors, claiming he was a teenager himself. They said, finally, a parent contacted law enforcement about him, claiming to be he's claiming to be a 16-year-old while talking to a 13-year-old, sending him sexually explicit photos. Thank goodness the parent saw that this was happening and intervened. The DOJ said that Miller's urging and direction led the children to also send photos back to him. So such a disgusting guy. To me, 30 years ain't enough, people. It is not. But yeah, FBI got involved. They searched his home. They said where they estimated that he requested material from about 100 minors and sent, like I said, pictures of his stuff to around 200 of them. So let's lock up that guy forever. But 30 years, I guess, is what's happening. Then we have a teenager who's been arrested. The reason why Bradenton police arrested a 16-year-old boy after they say he shot a flare gun onto a soccer field where the player during a match.
Terrible.
Yeah, they said the teen shot the gun onto the field full of players. And they said, according to detectives, the 16-year-old, who does not attend the private school that this happened, was asked to leave the soccer match due to disruptive behavior. The teen and his friends left the school property, then returned to their vehicle. They'd driven to the soccer game, parked over at a nearby restaurant. They said the teen then fired the flare gun from the passenger seat of the car towards the school's soccer field. Witnesses said the flare narrowly missed players and ended up burning 2 holes right in the turf, the soccer field. They said about $1,000 in damages. It's pretty crazy, but very lucky he didn't hit anybody. After being questioned, the teen admitted to shooting the flare, expressed remorse, and did turn himself in to Bradenton police. So he was arrested. This happened in November, and he was just arrested 2 days ago. Charged with criminal mischief of more than $1,000, which is a third-degree felony. Culpable negligence with exposure to harm, which is a second-degree misdemeanor. And finally here, in your What the Florida, we have an elderly man who was not happy about seeing a drone. A lot of people don't. They think that they're getting spied on.
Yeah.
Crazy stories about drones lately. Have you been paying attention to what's going on in New Jersey and some here in Florida? It's nuts.
Oh, yeah.
So there is a 72-year-old Florida retiree. He's reached a plea agreement after using a handgun to shoot down a drone out of the sky because he thought it was surveilling him. He was like, it's spying on me? I know it is. Dennis Wynn, who was a former New Jersey fire captain, lives in Florida now, admitted to firing his 9mm at the drone device. They said the drone was conducting mock package deliveries for Walmart. So it was a Walmart drone. And we know Amazon does that. And now they were trying to try this out for Walmart with mock package deliveries when it was struck by one single bullet. So he's got pretty good aim.
Yeah.
The charges against him include discharging a firearm in public, a misdemeanor, and criminal mischief. Third-degree felony due to the extent of the damage of the drone's payload system, they said. And he was ordered to pay $5,000 in restitution for the damaged drone. So don't just go shooting at drones, people. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. So what are the stories either one of you, I'm not familiar with, about New Jersey and Florida that you were just talking about?
The drones?
Yeah, but they're like giant drones, like things that, and even the FBI, they just had a presser with them. They don't know what's going on or what it is, who's doing this. They try to reach, gain access to them, and they said that they haven't been able to. It's very mysterious. I mean, FBI is investigating it. The mayor has no idea what's going on. They're saying that, they say it doesn't pose any kind of safety concerns, but I'm going, well,
they're flying over airports,
yes,
that type of area.
Oh, really?
It's crazy.
Near military bases.
Now, can they be shot down?
They said that they haven't been able to access them.
They haven't been able to access or hack them, but they could be shot down, I could see. But
well, airports are not supposed to go near.
Right. Yeah, they said that residents have reported dozens of sightings, and they're saying large drones. Like some saying it looks like they could be size of vehicles, like very big
6
drones.
feet, like that type of big.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Flying in the night skies through much of the state over the last few weeks. They said other sightings have been New York, Staten Island, Pennsylvania. They even said some people in Florida. But the FBI is in charge of investigating this, and they asked the public, hey, to report these sightings directly to that agency. So this is pretty crazy, and I don't know. But I love. They're like, there's no known threat to public safety. The sightings but it does have everybody spooked. Sure. A lot of residents, as well as some even elected officials.
6 feet, it's huge. Like if you saw that flying over you, you'd be like, "What the hell's that?"
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But they said, but that's the thing. Like he said, airports. They said they've seen it reservoirs, rivers, but even at one military research facility. So that's scary too. And they said on a near nightly basis.
Wow.
So there's been a ton of them. Crazy, crazy.
I don't know if you guys saw this number. If you didn't, it's better if you guess. What do you think percentages are of people who buy their boss a gift for Christmas? Percentages. On this survey, they had this.
30%.
I'm going 60%.
Ooh, Franny, let's go to track. 64% say they buy their boss a gift. So that's a decent number. I thought that number was a little low because I bought bosses gifts out of obligation. Even if I don't like them, I just do it. I'm like, right here. But it might not be as nice as what I would buy them, but I do buy all my bosses gifts. And not that I don't like them. I mean, it's the holidays. I don't want to say that. I'm just not a big fan of theirs. And I really don't think they should be my boss. But that's another subject.
Wow.
877-927-6969.
Tell us how you really feel.
That wasn't a shot.
Sounds like one.
Oh, no. That wasn't a shot.
Shots are fired.
No, they were not. I'm being real. It's real radio. Come on. Dominic's on the phone. He could have been a great clerk at a bookie joint, I think, years ago. Little quiet. He does have a little bit of a mouth, but he would have been good answering phones. You could have got a job. I could probably get a job in Costa Rica answering phones for bookies. It's a good job.
Yeah.
Pays great. Beautiful girls.
I love this push-up challenge. 47142. Greek, for once in your life, just admit it. Someone carried you. Give credit where it's due. Nice job, Freddie.
I gave her credit. I said, great job by Franny.
And we got a similar text like that from Sarah B. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Sarah. Whatever. I'm always your fan. Yeah, Franny carried me, no doubt about it. We won as a team. We went in as a team and we won. That's what it's all about. Franny carries me every day, 10 to 2. So what is your thoughts on that, Mr. Dominic, about buying a gift for a boss? Do you feel like you shouldn't? You're pretty young into the corporate world.
I feel like it matters if is this a full-time position you're talking about? Because I feel like part-time people might not buy.
Yeah. I would say full-time.
Yeah, I could see you buying a small gift, something small. Even if it's like a mug, maybe a gift card somewhere.
Yeah, even like a gift card to Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Like maybe even like you make cookies for them, something like that. You walk in, say I made some chocolate chip cookies.
I wouldn't do that because I'm not the one to make cookies, but.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. Some people, I've seen people make cookies for their bosses.
100%.
Or cake or something like that. You know, I think it's nice.
You want to make? I'll make you some special cookies, some special brownies. How's that sound, Greek?
No, I'm going to pass on that.
Yeah, you pass on that already.
No, I know you're a big Babanya fan, but I don't want any special brownies. And then what are you going to try to lace me? And then next thing you know...
I just said they're special. I mean, I'm telling you straight up.
Well, I don't know what special means. Special in my neighborhood and your neighborhood means two different things. Special could be in your neighborhood that it means special Babanya. That's in there. Special in my neighborhood can be somebody special, like they got a hidden talent.
Oh,
so as a chef, your hidden talent is that you're throwing marijuana in the brownies. Again, pushing the marijuana.
It's a secret ingredient is what it is. 47142, work parties. It says, I once worked at a small family-owned company with 50 employees. At the company Christmas party, there was an open bar, and the bartender should have been an octopus, they said. After dinner, the owner's wife would, I'm guessing because they're just slinging drinks everywhere. They said after dinner, the owner's wife would hand everyone an envelope with their Christmas bonus. She did not hand me an envelope. She discreetly put it in my front pants pocket, then gave me a wink. Well, it was not that discreet, I guess, when she did it. They said because a fellow employee saw what happened. It was the first time I actually experienced the word blackmail. I'm guessing from the employee who saw it happen.
Mm.
I was like, oh, I'm going to tell the boss when I saw her put the
do you think he was banging?
envelope in your pocket.
Do you think he was banging the boss?
It didn't say. I don't know.
That's interesting. Dom, you've been in that situation many times.
Oh,
come on. Where you've been paid for sex. You got a Christmas bonus in your pocket. Wow. I would be like, if somebody came up to me, I'd be like, prove it. Because she put it in my pocket? That doesn't mean
Yeah, I didn't touch her. She touched me.
Yeah.
Get her in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, like, don't talk ahead. That doesn't mean I'm having sex with somebody. People do that all the time. If you're out to dinner with somebody, they assume you're sleeping with them. You might not be. I mean, I'm being dead serious. People do that to me all the time.
But this has nothing with dinner. I mean, this was because there was hands in the front of the guy's pants.
But doesn't mean anything was going on.
And I'm with you. But obviously, there was enough where this person thought they could blackmail him.
We gotta look into this case. I don't like to see anybody blackmailed, by the way.
Text us back. Were you banging the wife?
You were banging the wife?
We want to know.
Then your credentials go up with us. 877-927-6969. 65% of people feel, 64% buy a gift for their boss for the holidays. Do you feel that way? Do you do it? Do you do it out of obligation? You feel bad? You're like, I got to do it. What do you do? And then if you got a couple bosses, you always got to buy them the same thing, too. Because if it's, they might talk to each other like, ooh, he got me a bottle of Vouv. Oh, he got me a bottle of, I don't know, whatever you want to say, orange juice.
So I haven't been on it, but I did. We did reach out to somebody earlier, closer to the 10 o'clock hour. I'll see if you got DM'd, but yesterday for our Tuesday Instagram post, we did select our winner, so check your DMs. And if you have already, I'm sorry, I'll go and check that now. But I will tell you what, that a lot of people wanted to go to New York Prime, that $125 gift card, and it was one of our busier ones that we've had. So whoever's winning, you will have a very nice steak dinner. I'll go on that and see who.
Or that could be a good present to someone.
Oh, that would be a great gift for somebody. A nice little stocking stuffer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, would you consider that re-gifting?
No, because they won it.
Okay.
It's not like somebody actually spent, besides Greg, did he spend money on this?
The ones we give away?
Yeah.
No, I get them from the restaurant.
I know.
They give me gift cards every year, $10,000. And then we give them out on air or for Greek's Good Iron, Greek's Hardwood.
And that's how he buys his steak every week.
Not with gift cards, you knucklehead. What is wrong with you? You're not coming Monday night.
You know that a lot of people, because they think, especially when you hear that with $10,000, it's crazy the amount of gift cards that go unused.
Oh.
It is insane.
Yeah, there's some places they say 50 to 60%. And it's great for the restaurant or whatever it is because they sell it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy's got a place too, and he said the same thing. He said he'll do like maybe 20,000 around the holidays, and he said if 4 comes in, it's a lot. It just that's amazing because it's good for them. They already get their money. Now, if you don't use it, it's on you. Now, some places have it unlimited. I don't know about New York Prime.
What do you mean unlimited?
Like you can
they don't expire.
Yeah, you used it 2 years down the road.
Okay,
I'm not sure
expire.
with New York Prime. I'm really not.
Oh, well, I don't. As long as there's not an expiration date, right? You can't. You would have to honor it. I would think.
Yeah, but there are expiration dates.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As long as there isn't, you would think you would honor it.
Yeah, but I mean, again, it's one of those situations where you get a gift card. It's nice, but if you don't really go to the place or it's not in your area. Or it's not a store you go to. Like people always like, oh, I'm going to carry it and have it with me. And then a lot of times I've done it where I got one and I ended up forgetting to use it.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I had a $1,000 one time years ago at Saks, and I tried to sell it for $700. I got in trouble at Palm Beach Gardens because I was in front on a Sunday trying to sell it. But I thought I was doing a good deal. I wasn't selling it for more. I was selling it for less. I wanted $700. I would have probably took $600 because I was going to track. But somebody called the local security, and the guy came up to me. He's like, "What are you doing?" So I'm selling my gift card. You can't do that. I said, "Why not?" I said,
well, it's probably you should have gone away from the store.
Well, I'm looking for customers. Is there a walk?
It's like hanging out right by the front door.
Hey, I was like, "Hey, you want a gift card? It's a G note. I give it to you for $700." I didn't think I was doing anything wrong, and he was like, "Can't do that. We're not going to allow that." I said, "Okay." I said, "Who ratted me out? Little bitch." I had one guy try to negotiate. He goes $400. I said, "I'll give you $400." But I ended up not doing it. But again, I, trying to make a little quick cash before I went down south. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there it is. I mean, you get a gift card, you try to sell it. And I know your point. You're right. I should have been a little bit more distracted.
Now, was that regifting or was he just reselling? Is that worse than regifting?
I'm not giving it to somebody else.
But how about reselling?
But you're selling
it.
Is
that worse?
That somebody gave you. Like, let's say you bought somebody something really nice and they were just like, they went on and they ended up flipping it, going on Facebook Marketplace or eBay and sold it and you saw it. Would you be upset?
Oh, yeah, whack 'em.
Yep.
This was, to me, it was like, I got a $1,000 gift card. I'm not going to use it. I would have used it. I ended up using it. I had no choice because I couldn't sell it. But at the time, I was like, $600, $700. I thought it was the deal. But somebody ratted me out. Thank you. Palm Beach Gardens. I think it was some lady. She got a little, testy with me. She's like, what are you doing? What's this song?
The one that Franny called out before, Mickey.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine.
Tony Basil, right?
Mhm.
Was that who sings it?
I think she had one and done. I don't know.
It said one-hit wonder
She
on it.
definitely has a one-hit wonder. Yep.
It's not. Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, man. Yeah, this song really got my crawl. Oh, my God. You want to talk about taking you out of the mood? Oh, yeah. Don't play this song for a lap dance. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, my God.
But a little cheerleading outfit? No? Because that's what she wore. She wore a little cheerleading outfit.
It is the Penthouse. Everybody's got different urges. We'll be back in a few minutes with a trifecta and a giveaway at 11:45. 3-word Wednesday. So it's 3 words that begin with a W. Not really.
Mm-mm.
No.
No, it's not how it works.
That's why you got to come back and pay attention. Dominic over there getting a little spicy. Today. No camera still.
It's all for show.
Yeah, that's it. Doesn't care what management thinks. I gotta envy you because I wish I was like you more. Not care what they think. Don't listen to them. Well, it must be great to have so much money that you don't have to worry about your job.
Wow. This guy.
This guy. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
Fritz seems like he's got the healthiest organs. I don't know if you really do, but you seem like you do. I mean, Sea Lion's organs are fine. They seem to be functioning.
I would like his liver. It's bigger than mine.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be anything.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
An accident northbound 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard causing delays back to Okeechobee Boulevard. There's construction Beeline Highway Blue Heron Boulevard to North Lake Boulevard. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Shop limited time deals on last minute gifts now at Lowe's. Save $50 on a Werner 6-foot aluminum step ladder. Plus get select Craftsman V20 tools for only $39. Offers valid 12/5 through 12/11 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Come on out to Captain Hiram's this Sunday for our final Miller Lite Pro Football watch party of the season as Miami takes on Houston. Great food and drink specials, including $2 Miller Lite drafts, Sundays from 12 noon till close, and Monday through Thursday from 7 p.m. till close. Plenty of Real Radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Miami football game. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. Captain Hiram's, 1580 US 1 in Sebastian. See you there.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach. The Ugly Sweater Party is Saturday, December 14th. Win this contest and win big prizes and enjoy the night and kick off the holiday season at Monroe's. A 5-star menu and beautiful girls 7 days a week. And pick up a calendar for 2025. It's Saturday, December 14th. The Ugly Sweater Party. Be there and enjoy yourself and kick off the holidays at Monroe's. Peace.
With the holiday season fast approaching, are you fresh out of ideas for that special man in your life? Allow me to suggest the perfect gift, a brand new garage door. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I wrap a garage door, Mo? What kind of stocking do I need to stuff this inside? And how do I hang that sucker back on the mantle? And just how romantic is a 150 square foot hunk of aluminum on rails? At Mo Better Garage, I can explain this way Mo Better. A new garage door is like the ultimate power tool and the nicest pair of socks all in one. It's the perfect size, extra large, and the perfect color, whatever you choose. It comes with a cool remote control he can play with and a manual full of technical specs he can read about on the toilet. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it festive. Maybe you hang the stockings on the garage door. Ho, ho.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Febreze.
As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar!
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join Medi-Share and save even more than usual. For many families, joining Medi-Share means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people, obviously. But what's more, Medi-Share members like it. Their satisfaction rate is 98%. Imagine that. And Medi-Share is a proven thing, too, for over 30 years. It's a Christian community of hundreds of thousands of people now. And here's the thing. If you join before December 15th and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee, so you save even more right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call and you'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is December 15th, so call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Febreze.
As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar!
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
It's the Crazy Horse Saloon, and this Friday, 12/20, as you get ready for the holidays, stop in, play Greek Gridiron. The Penthouse will be live from 10 to 2. Your chance to play me in 7 games and beat the Greek. Crazy Horse Saloon is always a great place to hang out with your friends and enjoy great food and TVs all over the place. You can watch UFC, you can watch the NFL, college, and the college playoff this weekend. Great place to watch it. It's the Crazy Horse Saloon this Friday, 12/20, for Greek Gridiron as the Penthouse is live. Join Francis and I as we hit the road. You're one of your last chances to beat the Greek. Peace.
Only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500. Discount on eligible product only and reflected in quote. Restrictions apply. See Pro Desk for details. MVP's Pro Rewards program subject to terms.
For more information about contests on this station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Sarah Spain for iHeart Women's Sports.
Presented by Capital One.
The North Carolina Tar Heels defeated the Wake Forest Demon Deacons 1-0 to win the national title, a.k.a. the College Cup, their 23rd national title in soccer. With the championship win, UNC Women's Soccer helped continue a streak. Every 4-year UNC student who enrolled since 1977 has been on campus for at least one UNC team winning a national title. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
Capital One, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. With the Capital One Quicksilver Card, you can follow your favorite athletes wherever they're playing and earn 1.5% cash back on every purchase. The Quicksilver Card by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
What's up, everybody? Adnan Burke here to tell you about a new podcast. It's NHL Unscripted with Burke and Demers.
Jason Demers here, and after playing 700 NHL games, I got a lot of dirty laundry to air out.
Each week we'll get together to chat about the sport that we love.
But we're not just going to be talking hockey, folks. We're talking movies, we're talking TV, food, and Adnan's favorite, wrestling. It's all on Le Table.
Listen to NHL Unscripted with Burke and Demers on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search NHL Unscripted with Burke and Demers and start listening.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored to you by Pillar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yeah, this is where the talent is, baby. You know it, because it's real talk. We work for a living. Not like those music stations who just hang out for like 7 minutes.
I'm on a music station.
But not now.
I think he always forgets.
Not now. Your start was with Real Radio.
Okay.
Dominic's in the house.
Hello.
And of course, Francis is here. You want to take the call or you want to take him? What do you want to do?
We'll take him first.
Who do you want to take first? It's up to you, G-Man.
We'll do Carmine first.
Don wants to take Carmine first.
Okay. Carmine's here from Wild 95.5. He just told me some things that I'm not happy about. Somebody who used to work here. I will take care of it after work. But Carmine, 65% of people said they would buy their boss a Christmas gift, and you said no.
Yeah. Absolutely not. That's crazy. It depends on how many bosses you have. Nowadays, you got about like 7 or 8 different bosses.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second, Carmine. I want to introduce you first. Carmine Mornings on Wild with me, Carmine and Megan on Wild 95.5, and also the guy who beat Greek in the push-up challenge.
Yeah, that's not
Carmine.
even out there yet. Though. You guys talked about it already?
Oh, yeah. We started talking about it.
Love that.
Why am I in love with you? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
Oh my God, I just went Christmas shopping last night for you. Oh, my God.
At least G does get a gift for his boss now. At least we know that.
Yes.
G.
Every year I do.
He does.
I do every year. Both of them. Well, actually, like this year I'll buy 3. When I was in Miami, I bought them all stuff too.
Really?
Yeah, I just do it. I don't.
So your bosses, you're saying every single one of your bosses gets a gift?
Yeah. I would say my market manager, like our big guy Chris, I always get him a box of cigars. The other guy we got here locally, I'm not going to mention his name because he doesn't like it mentioned. We're going out to dinner, me, Franny, and Dominic on Monday night, New York Prime.
Yeah,
when
awesome.
I walked in Miami, I would get it for $9.40, and the market manager, always, everybody. That's the way I do it. I mean, that's just me. You don't have to. I did it.
Yeah, I've never got a gift for any of my coworkers, honestly.
Well,
I
they're
just
not
think
my
about it
coworkers,
right
they're
now.
my bosses.
Well,
Yeah, but you do
still.
coworkers too.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah. I always like to take care of Frances because I think it's, she does such a great job.
You must have skipped me every single Christmas. I've been here 15 years now, G.
Well, you don't work for me.
Well, I mean, debatable.
What the hell do you do with me? You say hi to me in the hall? And when you got a beef,
Twice
you come
a day.
to me? When you got a beef, you come to me?
If you could fix my problem, I usually come to you.
I know. Now, I didn't know about this guy giving you a little bit of a problem, so I'm a little upset about this guy. You want to say his name on the air or no?
No. Just know it was a brother band.
But he no longer works for the company.
No, he got blown up.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but we should nail him.
No,
I think over the holidays.
Oh, yeah, we should nail him over the holidays. We shouldn't say it on air because it's a small world.
Yeah.
It is.
All of a sudden.
Especially in this industry.
He's my boss on Monday.
Right?
Ooh,
I just don't like what he said to you. It sort of bothers me.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to let it go. I'm going to set it down. So 65% of people buy their bosses. Now, if you had a good boss, because I know you always bitch about your bosses.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a good one, would you buy him a gift?
Well, it depends. One of them just kicked us out of his office, and he's on a meeting, so he may not be listening. So, no. No, I still don't think I'd get my bosses gifts.
Really?
Yeah, nothing against my bosses,
Yeah.
but I don't expect a gift, so I don't think I'm going to get a gift for anybody as well.
So then you really only want to get somebody a gift if you think you're getting something back.
Well, that kind of comes off shallow.
But real.
No, it's just easier not to get a gift because I don't expect a gift, and then it just keeps it simple.
And then if you do get a gift, like let's say you give one boss a gift, then you might feel obligated to get another boss a gift. And I know people have the mentality of like they make way more than I do. So people also have that mentality
Yeah,
of not doing it.
Yeah.
No,
I'll pay for a
you always
month
have.
of the iHeartRadio app for them. How about that?
All right.
Do what?
I'll pay for a month of iHeartRadio app. Nice subscription.
All right, so we're talking to Carmine who does Mornings on Wild. I know you just went on another vacation with your girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
I know, is this going to be, we ask you this every year. Is this the year?
Depends, G. Can I get hired on Real Radio? I need at least another shift. Then I could afford an engagement ring.
Why? How many years you been with her?
5? I think 5 now.
And she's not egging you for a ring?
And that sports betting hasn't given you enough yet?
Wow.
That parlay hit.
Ebbs and flows there, Franny.
Okay.
The highs are real high and the lows are real low.
You know that. So has she said anything, like hinted around? Because we do this every year, like, hey, is this the year? Has she ever left a picture?
No, I mean, there are hints there. We do live together. We're going to be living together for a year in February. So.
Oh, I thought it was longer.
No.
Living together.
Mm-mm.
No.
Yeah.
So have you thought about it yourself?
I think about it. Obviously, I walked down the aisle before. Didn't work out how I wanted it to work, so always got that in the back
It
of my
happens.
mind.
Listen, I'm 2 times around too, and sometimes the second time's the charm.
Yeah, and the first time was your fault. So let's be honest.
Well, it was. for sure.
Gonna throw him under.
Yeah, I mean, if we're ever being honest, it's not like she left you.
But here's the thing. I ended up finding love in my marriage. It just wasn't with the person.
Oh God! It happens. So where were you in Arizona? Did you Sedona?
No, we went to Tempe.
You went to Tempe.
Sedona's
Okay.
going to be the next spot we go because
I've been dying to go to Sedona. That's why I wanted to ask you. I've heard it's amazing.
So do I.
Not with you.
But Tempe, Franny, have you ever been out there?
No,
Oh, it's
I've only
gorgeous.
done Scottsdale and Phoenix.
Okay. Ooh.
Yes.
Well, very similar because we went to Old Scottsdale.
Okay.
Where'd you stay?
One of the coolest. Tyler's brother Trey. He has a house out there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, just got a job out there, so it's really
Cool. So you stayed at a nice house?
Yeah, it was beautiful. You got to go there though, like this time, like the next 3 months, because like come April, it gets like 120 degrees.
Oh,
That's
I
hot.
went there in July.
Traffic cones
were
melt.
brutal. Yeah, it was brutal. But you did show me that you were in one of these autonomous, like self-driving taxi vehicles, and I'm because I always had the mindset that there was somebody in the car with you, just not driving. They're just hands-free. This is just you in a car, and it's so weird watching the steering wheel go and nobody is in the driver's seat.
Yeah, it's called Waymo. I think they're going to come down to South Florida.
They have them in
soon.
California and stuff, right?
So-
I think.
Is less money?
You don't have to tip. At least there's that. You don't have to tip a driver because
True.
there's no driver that exists. But it is jarring at first. But I say after like the first 5 minutes when you're like, okay, it's not like tailgating anybody. I'm like, I think we'll be kind of sort of safe. They look like those Google cars though because they have the cameras everywhere and they have sensors. It's just wild though.
Yeah,
It's
I would
still
never
so
do it.
hard for me to comprehend. Like I said, the first 5 minutes was a trip.
Now, how about the girl? Was she nervous or no?
Oh, Tyler was panicking.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was freaked. She's like, I think I want to get out. Like we can't get out now.
It's like the mom.
Does it lock you in?
Yeah. And make sure your
kick it out.
seatbelt's on. It's like
Yeah.
strap in.
Oh my God. And I know in your house that means something different. So what made you take the cab with no driver? Like
6 beers. I was 6 beers deep at the time. I was like, hey, let's take one of those Waymos. And Trey was like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, what's the worst that can happen?
So you in your relationship, you've been with her 5 years. Who would you say realistically is the boss? Because in every relationship, there's one, it's never 50-50. There's always a little bit of a lean.
Oh, it's her, 100%.
So you're smart.
Gee, I worry about what I say right now. There's no chance she's listening, but you never know.
Yeah, but she might know somebody who's listening who's going to tell her something.
Would you say you're afraid of her?
Afraid is a strong word. I'm careful.
A little fear is
I'm
okay.
very careful.
Now, I had the pleasure of meeting her parents.
Yeah.
Down in Boca. They seem like they're big fans of yours.
Yeah, Craig and Babette, I have them fooled for sure.
Yeah,
So.
they definitely, I was going to say that, but they were saying some nice things about you and everything like that. So it seems like, I don't know, I think this should be the year. I mean, I would even kick in to help you.
Well, 2025. It's got a month left in 2024, I think. I don't like that.
You
turnaround time.
don't want to get engaged in the next couple weeks?
It's a weird time during the holidays, too. They got so much going on.
Yep.
When's
Yeah.
your birthday?
July. So I got some time if I want to do July. We're going to Greece though next August. Next August.
Oh, that's nice. Come here in Greece.
But here's the thing. I always said I wanted to do it in Europe. However, it's my buddy's wedding, so I think
you don't
that's
wanna
kind
take
of
the thought
tasteless.
of it.
Yeah, you can't do
I mean,
that.
you could do it after the wedding, right? After the fact. Just don't do it before because then everyone's going to be congratulating you.
Or
But
at the wedding,
after
right?
you.
Don't do it at the wedding.
At the wedding or before the wedding. I think you can definitely do it. It would be okay if you did it after. Are you going to invite Greek to go to Greece? He's never been. He wants to go to the motherland.
We're flying first class. Can you handle that? You can afford that?
No, I don't think I could. That's a lot
Well,
of money.
stop buying gifts for all your bosses.
And then maybe I can fly. No, I can never afford first class to go to Greece. Woo.
No, I have to though because I'm not good on planes. I can't.
You
sleep.
just take Xanax.
You're not
That's
good
it.
on the
That's all
radio
I
either.
ask,
I tried that.
But you still got a job.
He can take a Xanax for that, too.
Yeah, he probably does. Now, how are you getting along with Megan? Because I know you bitch about her a lot.
Not a lot. Gee, what's 3 times a week? That's not a lot. Your definition of a lot get me in trouble. No, she's great.
She is.
Yeah.
She's a sweetheart.
Mhm.
And she's funny. She does kill me. You guys have a great show. Mornings, if you're not listening her over, check out Megan and Carmine on Wild 95. They are a good show. Funny. Carmine, I give him a hard time, but he knows I love him. 3 in the morning, if you call me, would I be there?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
You know that I would, but
You've
I hope
been
you.
there for me.
I hope that you maybe change and maybe get engaged. And you fake around for Christmas. Has she said what she wants for Christmas?
We're gonna travel. We're gonna travel more. So January, we're planning a trip.
Wow, you're going a lot of
Greece.
places.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
My husband and I decided the same thing. We're like adventures. Let's do that instead of gifts. So we're going to do Panama for Christmas, and we decide next year is going to be travel 25.
The only thing I do want, and I'm easy like this, is socks. Believe it or not, love to get socks. Socks and underwear. That's my gift. My go-to gift.
Because you just don't buy them for yourself. You don't think about it. That's a nice gift.
I had one of my friends text me this last night.
It's definitely not a dude. Wait, it turned from heels to a blazer.
What kind of friend is that, G?
Just a friend who's like said, "Here, Greek, I know you have good taste." So I was like, "Okay."
How much?
I don't know. I'm probably. I would guess probably about $45.
That's how you know G
Did
has
you say
money.
$45?
Probably
Nobody believes that.
$4,500.
Exactly.
G's got so much money he doesn't even ask what market price
Right.
is on a restaurant. He's like, just give me
does it.
I don't. First of all, I would never buy market price. I'm not a sucker. Anything that says MP, you should ask. There's nothing wrong with that. If you don't ask market, you're getting robbed. It's not COVID. Take off your mask. If you don't ask, what are you doing? You gotta ask that. Stay away from MP.
You still taking the vaccine? Get out of here, bro, with that MP stuff.
Come on. Carmine doesn't buy his boss the gift, so we know that. And he doesn't think he's getting engaged for Christmas. But it could be
I know. I'm the one. I highly doubt Tyler's going to drop on a knee and propose to me.
Now, would
Wouldn't
you
that be a
say,
plot twist?
now you're saying you're not doing it not because you're not ready, but financially. So say she said, hey, I want to kick in 25%.
I can't do that, G.
Okay.
I'm too old school in that way.
That's good. I respect that. And suppose she said, hey, I just want any kind of ring, but I just want to be with you so we have some kind of a commitment because you're the best person I ever met in my life and you make me better every day.
You've met Tyler, dude. I don't know why you think she'd even remotely say that.
Oh, no, I've met her. She is a bobcat. There's no doubt about it. But she's a sweetheart. I think you guys make a great couple. I hope you have a very nice holiday.
Will we see her tomorrow, holiday party?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, she's
Sounds
got,
good.
what's she wearing? Did she tell you?
What is she wearing? So Greek can match her. He wants to. Yeah.
You don't want their outfits to clash.
Is she a fan of mine?
Oh, yeah, big fan.
She's a doll. She really is. Carmine, always great seeing you.
Thank you,
Thanks
T.
for beating me in the push-up challenge. I know you said you were a little impressed. You're like, wow, you're at 25.
I thought we were going to get 5, honestly. I wasn't trying to hype that up. I wasn't trying to set the bar low.
No, I should have done at least 30, 35.
Happens.
But no excuse. I got beat. But we won
Hindsight's
as a team.
2020.
You know what? You always tie yourself to somebody better in life.
Well, exactly.
Franny's
Franny
better.
crushed it. I thought my former fitness model would have got more than 3 whole push-ups.
She was a model. She wasn't a workout.
Well, she was.
She
was a
she
fitness
was a fitness model.
Oh, yeah?
I said, let me see that resume. What was that about? He did 3.
You know how people like with big muscles, sometimes it's just for show, you know?
Yeah. My ex-boss Maverick could have did more than 3.
Maverick. How's Maverick doing?
He's doing great, actually. He's doing fantastic.
I
He
like
looks
Maverick.
great. He's like 150 pounds now.
Oh, good for
Yeah,
him.
no, he looks
Whoa.
amazing.
You had a
Good
lot
for
of
him.
bosses. Marino, I liked.
Yeah.
But you didn't have Marino?
Well, when you got talent like me on air, there's a good chance a lot of bosses are going to get fired over the years. So.
That's what I'm saying. You've had like 17 bosses.
It's like, why don't we trade the player? Why do we keep firing the managers?
That works out good. For some reason, though, like upper management, they like you.
Yeah.
They really do. I don't think they ever
I love
listen.
her. He's shocked by it.
And no gifts.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm doing something right.
You're smart. Carmine, you're always worth it, brother. You have a great, nice holiday. God bless you and the family. And enjoy. And say hi to your bride.
I will.
Okay. I might not come tomorrow night, so that's why I'm saying.
You'll be there in spirit.
All right. I'm like, I'll see you around, but I'll see you tomorrow too, Carmine. So it is that time where we give away a pair of tickets to go see the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. That is happening this Friday, December 13th, Amerant Bank Arena. We like to play 3-Word Wednesday. How does that work to you, man?
Franny's going to give you a sentence, and then you got to figure out the word.
not.
Well, then go ahead.
He's been here for so long, he has no idea how any of these games work. So 3-Word Wednesdays. I give you 3 words. You have to tell me how they are related. There's a certain way, and this is what you got to think about with 3-Word Wednesday. There's a word that goes either in front or behind these 3 words. All right, and that word is the one that you have to let me know what it is, and that's how you get. So, for instance,
Give it to Carmine.
Carmine, look, for instance, we're going to do this. We're going to do an example. We'll get the phone lines going. 877-927-6969. That's 877-927-6969. This one's a good one for you, Carmine. We got basket, 8, snow, and the number 8. Basket 8, snow.
Basket 8, snow. And they're all.
There's one word that you somehow that puts these words together that relates them. So think about a word that's going to go either behind or in front of basket, behind or in front of 8, behind or in front of snow, and then that one word. Wait.
Basket, 8, snow. Basketball.
So the word would be ball.
Oh, ball.
Basketball, 8 ball, snowball.
Oh.
Yeah.
I gave you. I did it.
With the assist over there.
Yeah, I tried there, buddy.
This game's kind of tough, though.
Yeah, when you put people on the spot.
I need
it's
some of
a
that
little tough.
smart water you were drinking.
It's not working.
My brain's
out.
not working.
I got to tell you, I'm a little impressed today when you're on the air because usually you come on and you suck, but you got some good jokes today.
I wrote it down. You told me last week I'd be on. Preparation, dude.
So hopefully this. Okay, so it's a word puzzle. There's 3 words. They're linked by a common 4th word, right? That makes more sense in explaining it that way.
It's awesome. It's
All right.
great.
So who do we got, Don?
We have Manny on the phone.
Manny!
Oh, my God, did I win?
Not yet, Manny.
Manny, what's up, my man?
Just living life, Greek, trying to be like you, buddy.
Yeah. You wish you were me last night. I can tell you that.
I can mean so many different things.
Franny's going to give you ready to play? She's going to rock and roll with you.
Yes.
All right, Manny. You know how the game works, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my dear. After I'm done reading that 3rd word, the last one, G is going to start the timer. You got 10 seconds to give me the answer. So, Manny, your 3 words are sleeping, bean, trash.
Go.
Bag.
That's it. That's how it's done. One and done, son.
My God, way to be, Manny.
Congratulations, Manny.
I got to be honest. People were betting against you because you're not too smart, and you really nailed that. Great job, Manny.
I bet the under.
Hey, Greek.
Yeah.
I thought I was just looked.
You're awesome. Who are you going to go to show it? It's Friday night.
Oh, I have somebody in mind.
All right, good. I'm glad because I was dying to go to that show. I wish you would ask me.
Said hi.
You what?
Said hi.
Manny, you're the best. Stay on, and we'll get all your information, and we'll make sure you get those tickets. All right, brother? Peace. Manny nailed it right away. That was pretty impressive. Right away, right out of the gate.
I finally figured out how the game works now, by the way, like halfway through that.
So I guess my explanation wasn't really helping you
No,
much.
it wasn't you. It was me.
So do you enjoy doing music radio? Would you ever like to do talk? If you
I would love talk.
Would you?
Yeah.
You think you have the personality for it? That you could keep people in tune?
Well, after this show, maybe, because you said I sucked before.
No, you were good today, actually.
Oh, thank you.
I was impressed.
You didn't fall asleep. That's always a positive. I would love to do talk, though. We talk more than we have.
Yeah.
I think it's more than I like to go rogue every once in a
Yeah.
while. But, we have some freedom to talk now more than ever.
And that's
which I like.
good. Like, because a lot of morning shows they do a lot of talk radio. That's typically it.
And
But
they've changed it even more.
Yeah.
In the company where they want you guys to talk more and everything like that, which is good. I think it changes as the day goes on. I think there's less talk in the middays.
100.
And the afternoons.
It's more music.
I try not to give her compliments too often, especially when she's not around. But me and Megan do have a good vibe. We have good chemistry on air. So, I mean, we can kind of talk about anything and it works.
Now, do you guys ever socialize?
Outside of work? Usually on like broadcasts and stuff like that.
When you're working?
Yeah.
Outside of work? Yeah, when we broadcast outside of work.
Now, do you ever talk on the phone?
No. We'll text.
That's like you two.
Exactly.
Well, but friends, like I was just reading an article about them, and people think because you work together, you know what, you hang together. But it usually doesn't happen in a lot of industries, especially radio. People
Not
don't-
always, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it does.
I always thought that with sports. Like when you're a teammate of somebody, I thought you were just best friends, but a lot of times it's not the case.
No, you just work together on the field. Hey, see you next week, or see you tomorrow in practice, and go out. And I think people get a bad vibe of that, but it's really not a bad vibe. You have different lives.
I mean, we see each other almost 40 hours a week, you know?
Probably more so than you see anybody else in your life. So.
And in this industry, it's so much different than a regular 9-to-5 job. It's not like she's in the cubicle next to me. We live what we talk about, so it's kind of like you build a friendship regardless, even if it's just on air, and then once we hop off, we kind of do our own thing.
The chemistry wouldn't be there if you didn't like each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and obviously when you spend that much time with somebody, you get to know them, and also you care about them. You know what I mean? Like if Franny called me or vice versa, I had a problem, I think I could turn to her.
Yeah, you'd hope. I mean,
yeah. Well, I don't even hope. I know that for her, and she knows the same thing.
We fake enough on air, but there's some, genuine care for one another, usually in this industry when you work with somebody.
Yeah, well, you're like you said, you're spending a lot of time with that person. I mean, people ask me all the time. I mean, we've been working together 13, 14 years and a couple of years.
God, 16, but who's counting?
Yeah.
But really? That's crazy.
I mean, it's a long time.
I've been here for most of it.
Yeah. I mean, somebody asked me last night about her and how do we get along and everything like that.
What do you tell him? You always say, oh, she's the worst. She's so mean to me. I'm in therapy 3 hours a day. That's what you say on air.
Yeah, but I was with somebody, so I had to juice it up a little. And I was like, she's a sweetheart. I wish I met her years ago. Yeah. That's what I look for in a woman. I went so deep. And she was just like, oh my God, so nice that you talk about her the way that is. She's like, gee, I'm so impressed with you. I'm like, I'm just being honest. Great people are hard to find.
And that's why Manny wanted to be you last night.
Oh, Manny would have definitely wanted to be me last night.
But he didn't get home till 5 in the morning. So you know.
I don't know how you do it, G.
You know what? It's just, I love what I do, and I love who I work for, the company iHeart, and I love the people
we call that the walk of shame is what we call that right here. Yeah.
He's thinking iHeart right
now. And what about the dumpster? He's fitting pretty well.
Nah, he's killing it.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you. You want to talk about someone that's done everything in this building, in this business to get to where he is?
Yeah.
So
Dom he's still doing everything in this building. Yeah.
As someone who says yes to everything still, man, you have a great attitude, and congratulations.
Yeah.
Man. You definitely deserve this. So.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He really is, and he's done a good job. He's fit right in.
Oh, when he dressed up as you for Halloween, dude, that was incredible.
And Greek had no idea. He was like, what are you supposed to be?
What do you think?
It took me 15 minutes to realize I wasn't talking to you. I was like, gee, you good? Dom was just like, peace. I was like, what's going on?
Peace. That's it.
No, he's great. He has done a great job. And again, great working with you. I hope I do see you tomorrow night at the party and your lovely bride. But maybe I'm telling you, maybe I would kick in for the engagement ring. I know great.
Wow, take advantage of that.
Yeah, how much? How much we talking? The 25% you thought she'd kick in?
I'll throw in 25%.
Okay.
What do you think you're going to spend? 10,000?
Maybe 15.
15,000?
Yeah, that's probably a good engagement ring, right?
Yeah, it's very nice. 15 times. That's impressive. I'm shocked. What are you doing on the side? What do you got, like some kind of side business going on?
That's a secret, G.
Oh, my God. I saw those inflatable dolls. I didn't know what they were. Yeah, 15 times is great.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would chip in $37,500?
No,
or
not for that.
$3,750?
No, not for that. I thought he was going to go low ball. I thought he was going to tell me like 3,000.
Nah.
And I would go 750. Yeah, if you're going out with her 5 years, you got to kick
3K, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm very impressed that you're going to go for
Well, be impressed when it happens. I could say anything right now. I'm going to get a $1.5 million ring, G. I promise.
And think of this. Odds are, if it goes south, you're not getting it back.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
I didn't get the first one back, so that's fine.
Well, when you're up to 4, call me.
I got more rings than Thanos, bro.
Are you kidding me? I wish I had one of them back. I'm looking for the girl who says no.
Legally, I think you can get that back now. I think they had a ruling in, I think it was Boston and Massachusetts. That ring is yours, yeah.
Yeah, but that's just in that area. I mean, that's not everywhere, right?
Is it?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm texting Jason.
Just in case.
Really? You get your engagement rings back?
Yeah,
maybe have a case.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I would only really want one back. The other 3, I would just let them
Which one?
That's off the air.
Dom,
I have a
time
feeling,
for commercials? I need to know.
I have a feeling it's the last one. That's what I feel like.
Freddie, I knew it. I didn't want to say it, but
Freddie's not shy.
I will.
Freddie's not shy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to look into this law. I might have to be like, maybe I'll call her. Say, you want to go to Boston this weekend? As soon as we step on ground.
God, don't even get off the tarmac.
Yeah, that's my ring. Carmine told me. And I go there, they're like, who the hell told you that? I've never heard that. You can get your engagement ring back.
You can look it up.
But that's if somebody, but it's different when somebody breaks off an engagement as a part of a divorce, you're saying? You can get the ring back after a divorce?
Yeah, why not? I'm pretty sure it's the same thing.
I thought it was just when an engagement, somebody breaks it off. I don't know if you're married.
I mean, you could take half from somebody. I think the least you can do is get your engagement ring back.
I got a buddy of mine bought his girl ring, and they got married. And they were married about 3 years ago, and she gave him the ring back. It was a very expensive ring.
I gave my ex-husband the ring back, too.
You're classy.
Yeah.
That's what I was just going to say.
I just, it was one of those, I just wanted my hands clean. And that's it. And any part of our relationship, whatever, and that was a big part of it.
I want to talk about fumbling the bag. How about that, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you gave him the ring back? Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about, did your Bex, did she keep the ring?
Gabrielle, yeah, she kept
She
it.
kept it? Yeah.
Doesn't mention names on this show.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Well, she should have kept it.
It's part of my past.
I mean, your behavior was
Okay, enough now. Enough now.
Time for commercial.
I mean, he's not wrong, but I'm changed.
All right,
Wait,
we
this
gotta
is
go to
it.
break.
This is it.
We'll be back in a couple more hours. Carmine's not coming back. But Carmine, again, happy holidays
Thank
to you and
you,
the family.
Jim.
Yes.
Peace. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Because you shouldn't have to get up off the couch. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
A dream 30 years in the making is a reality. The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Your Stanley Cup Florida Panthers are back.
Markov works around, but they score! They score! Was taken home!
They've savored the taste of victory, but a new season is starting, and they're hungry for more.
Johnny scores! Gus Borsley beat the buzzer!
The Cats are back, and they're on the hunt for another championship.
Markov in front, right on his shot, and he scores! The overtime winner!
Listen all season long on Real Radio 92.1.
Start the celebration, South Florida. The Panthers have done it. Stanley Cup champions! Stanley Cup champions!
Your FM home for the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
We have construction 95 South right after Congress Avenue. Look out for delays. A right lane is blocked. No major incidents on the turnpike. Our drive times are up to speed. Make sure you slow down for pedestrians on your commute. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Save more this holiday season by becoming a My Lowe's Rewards member. Don't miss new member deals dropping every week, like $15 off a purchase of $50 or more on select Bounty, Charmin, and Puffs paper products. Join for free today. Subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowes.com/terms for details, subject to change.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market. Whether it's prepared foods, meats, seafood, pizza, fruits and vegetables, catering for any occasion, cold cuts or bakery, Joseph is the answer. It's all under that roof, baby. 4 locations: West Palm Beach, Delray, Gardens, and Boca Raton. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin. Joseph's Classic Market is a proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron 2024. Peace.
Preparing to tent fumigate your home or business is stressful. With up to 29 interior and exterior preparation steps, the very success of your fumigation depends on being properly prepared. Contact ALR Fumigation Preparation and Recovery, your fumigation preparation experts. Family owned and operated, licensed and insured, specializing in comprehensive fumigation preparation throughout Palm Beach County. We prioritize safety and thoroughness to make sure your property is ready come fumigation day. ALRFumigationPrep.com, your home fumigation ready.
When the going gets tough, the tough gets Storm Smart. Since 1996, Storm Smart has simplified the process of protecting your home while increasing its living space and beauty. Because smart is easy. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Your business needs a network it can count on.
Power's out.
Comcast Business has you covered with Wi-Fi backup to help keep your business up and running, even when your power goes out.
Everybody in the warehouse good? Lights are out, but the Wi-Fi's up. Let's power on.
It's from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
Break room, you good?
Can't microwave my burrito, but Wi-Fi's fine. Let's power on.
Power on with the leader in connectivity, Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Learn how to get Comcast Business Internet, Security Edge, and Wi-Fi backup for $59 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement when you add Comcast Business Mobile Unlimited. Plus, for a limited time, find out how to get an $800 holiday bonus prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Don't wait. Call or go online to ComcastBusiness.com today. Ends 12/15/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 300 megabit per second internet, Security Edge, and Connection Pro. EcoBill and auto pay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change.
Hey, it's Greek to tell you about my new favorite spot, Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats. Pollard is an upscale, sophisticated coffee shop specializing in a wide range of coffee, beverages, and teas. Located in Deerfield Beach, proud sponsor 2024 Greek's Gridiron. Pollard Coffee, the way I start every day. Peace.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more
more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Real Radio weather.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Warm into the afternoon with temperatures in the middle 80s. A cold front will move through the region. This will bring the chance for showers and an isolated storm through the early evening. Drier and cooler air moves in behind the front. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s by the start of Thursday morning with afternoon highs in the upper 60s.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows how to save you time and money. Order what you need by 2 p.m. to get it delivered same day. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes for same-day delivery. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse back on a Wednesday. We just had a special guest, Carmine, in. Franny and I wanted to put him on, but Dom wasn't a big fan of his. But it's okay. He wasn't bad. Dominic, I love you. It is The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Get ready for our big Christmas party tomorrow night. Dom's in the house.
Hello.
Of course, Francis is here.
What's up?
And we are going to continue on with some fun facts that are always very interesting and unique.
It's Franny's Fun Facts.
All right. Well, today, December 11th. Do you ever look at a date and be like, man, why is this important? And I keep on thinking it's somebody's birthday that I'm missing out on. December 11th is sticking out in my head, but it is. It's December 11th. It is International Mountain Day.
Mountain Day? Does that mean climb a mountain?
Mountain Day. You do whatever you want to a mountain. It's Noodle Ring Day. It's National John Day if your name is John. It's Holiday Food Drive for Needy Animals Day. I didn't know that. Maybe I'll go stop by and shelter and drop off some food. And it's National App Day.
App, okay.
And I don't mean appetizers. I mean like the apps on your phone. And that is what I have is some fascinating facts about apps. Do you guys want to guess what the first mobile app was? And I will give you a hint. It was in the 90s, and it was pre-installed program on the early cell phones, but it's considered the first.
Is it the iPod music app?
It is not. Another hint. 90s. Nokia phones.
Oh. Back then, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Is it the Snake game?
You are correct. Snake was the first mobile apps, and they said it was pre-installed programs on early cell phones in the 90s, and Snake was one of those games on the Nokia phones. They said the App Store revolutionized everything. Apple's App Store did not launch until 2008, and it was the first major marketplace for apps. It debuted with just 500 apps. Today, it has over 2 million.
Oh, my God.
Debuted with 500, 2 million. Do you want to guess what the most downloaded app is?
Grindr.
Maybe for you on your phone.
What do you think, Tom?
Most downloaded app. That's a tough one because a lot of the apps I'm thinking of were apps that Apple put onto the phone now. You know, like
but think
stuff.
about downloadable. Think about social media.
Would it be something with dating?
No.
Really?
Is it Twitter or Facebook?
It's actually TikTok.
TikTok. There you go.
Holds a title for one of the most downloadable apps globally, surpassing 3.5 billion downloads, which is insane. They said the average smartphone user has about 40 apps installed and uses about 10 of them daily.
Oh, wow.
Curious to see how many I have installed. See if we're average here. The most expensive app on the App Store right now, well, at least as of this article, is Cyber Tuner, a piano tuning app priced at $999.99.
Wow. For a year or a month?
I don't know, but it says it is the most Cyber Tuner. The highest grossing app, gaming apps dominate revenue charts with Honor of Kings. And I don't know what this is. PUBG Mobile consistently topping the list, earning billions annually. They said Instagram's price tag, Facebook, now we know Meta, purchased Instagram in 2012 for $1 billion, and now its estimated value is over $100 billion. Not too shabby.
No.
They say games account for 60% of all app revenue. Pokemon Go alone has generated more than $6 billion since its launch in 2016.
Woo.
Yeah, that's
a lot.
It's a lot. It is.
Did you hear that the people that developed that app for Pokemon have been using that just to create another app for GPS? That all of your walking around they were logging your data, and for
Not
all
surprised.
your walking around, they were creating a different GPS type of app from that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised. There's also some life-saving apps. Apps like Pulse Point alert CPR-trained individuals when someone nearby is experiencing a cardiac emergency, which I did not know.
That's good, though.
Yeah. So if you know CPR, you may want to download that app because you can help save a life. They're saying, They said potentially saving lives. They said NASA has apps for stargazing, Mars rover data, and space exploration. Astronauts also use apps for training and research on the ISS. We know dating apps are very successful. Over 50 million couples have reportedly met through dating apps.
Wow, that's a lot.
Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid, just to name a few. Let's see, they all have mental health support. Apps like Calm and Headspace have made mindfulness and meditation accessible, and millions have benefited over in the world because of this. And then just a few more. We have apps downloaded worldwide. We only have a number here for 2022, but over 255 billion apps were downloaded globally. That's enough for every person on Earth to download over 30 apps.
Wow.
The average person spends 5.8 hours daily on mobile apps. It's about 70 days a year overall. And they say there's an app for everything. We always hear that. There's an app for that. Every niche, they say tracking your pet's steps. They have one too.
Wow.
To identifying plants, stars, even cheese. There's even an app called iBeer where it just looks like you're chugging a beer. Like it makes the screen of your phone look like a beer when you tilt it.
Oh my God.
It makes it. Oh, there's apps for everything. And DIY said platforms like AppSheet and Thunkable let non-developers create their own apps without having to write code. So if you ever want to create your own app, check out AppSheet or Thunkable. It helps you do step-by-step things to make your own app. And there you go, on a app day.
Thank you, Francis. Great job as always. We do it once a show. Fun facts. Dom, you have somebody on hold?
Yes, we have David on the phone.
David, what's happening?
Does anybody really care about that, Franny?
What?
Come on.
I don't know. I mean, does anybody really care about your jokes that you tell every time you call?
Ooh, got him.
Franny?
What, Dave? You got me on a spicy day, dude.
Yeah, she's a little, Dave, you came in hard and a little out of line, and she came back and she hit you. So you got to expect that.
Well, you're lucky. I got another one for you.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
Good.
Yeah. So, Mr. Jones is a 90-year-old man who wants to have a child.
Okay.
So he walks into his urologist's office one day and he says, Doc, I want to have a child. Doc says, come on, you're 90 years old. Come on, what is this all about? Mr. Jones says, I'm serious. I want to have a child. Doc says, okay. Hands him a cup and says, go home and give me a semen sample and bring it back the next day and we'll take it from there. So Mr. Jones goes home, comes back the next day and hands his doctor the cup. Doctor looks at it and says, come on, it's empty. What do you mean? Mr. Jones says, yeah, I know. I went home, I tried with my left hand, I tried with my right hand. My wife, she'd try with the left hand, she'd try with the right hand, but none of us could open the jar.
What do you think about that one? You like it? It was good? Yeah.
Hey, come on. We expect more from you.
He didn't like it.
Yeah, I expect more from you. You got talent. That was like something you might hear at Port Authority, 3 a.m., waiting for a bus to Idaho.
What do cannibals call oral sex?
What is what?
What is what?
What do cannibals call oral sex?
I don't know, but I don't know if I want to know, but go ahead.
Put your behind on the button.
Foreplay.
What?
Foreplay.
What do you call it?
Foreplay?
Foreplay? We're not following these today. No, they're just not. They're not hitting. But you're trying, but they're not hitting.
You guys are weak.
We love it, Dave.
Did you get it, Dom? Foreplay? Did you say foreplay or fork play? Why am I so confused? Cannibals?
I thought he said fork.
Play,
because the cannibals don't use forks.
Okay.
All right, not bad. We'll give you 2 on that.
Is that like a foreskin joke? Is that it?
Wow. She's a little spicy today.
I don't know.
You're pretty funny.
I'm trying to figure it out.
You're pretty funny, Franny.
Well, thanks.
Books on everything.
Whoa.
Franny.
Yes.
Yeah. You think you're God's gift to men, don't you?
No, I don't, actually.
She actually is.
Yeah, you do.
Stop laughing.
The only guy that I care that I'm a gift to is my husband. That's it.
See, that's nice. So, Dave, how can you say anything about that?
I saw him in the hotel last night with his blonde.
You saw me at a hotel?
No, I saw your husband in a hotel with this blonde woman.
Yeah? Where was that at?
What they were doing, but...
He likes brunette, so it wouldn't be happening.
Yeah, Tuesday night she wears a blonde wig.
It was G-Man.
Cheating on you, Franny.
Oh, no. Say it ain't so.
Yeah, I don't think that happens. He would never cheat on her.
Yeah.
Dave,
why are you trying to be a homewrecker, man?
Yeah,
what's going on here?
Yeah, that's not nice.
Up your nose with a rubber hose.
All right. See you later.
Dave, we love you.
Bye.
We love you. So Monday night, Joe Burrow was playing football in Dallas, and his house got robbed.
Really?
Yeah, this is the 4th one they're saying NFL players. A couple weeks ago, Mahomes and Kelsey, and there was another guy, I think, a couple of months ago in Seattle.
Yeah, it was. Well, those are the big names, but they said other people in that area got their homes broken into as well.
With Kelsey,
yeah. In that area, because it's a very nice neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Joe Burrow, though, they said it was just his house. And they wonder if this is a trend now. Again, years ago, you really couldn't find out where anybody lived or what was going on. But today, with the internet and different things, they look around. I think there was his girlfriend was at the house, what I remember reading, or she's the one who called the police. But Joe Burrow was in Dallas playing the Cowboys, and his house got robbed. And that sucks when you're out there working and you got to worry about, something happened to your home.
Yeah. And obviously it's noted, right? We know where they're at. They're playing football. You can see that. But they said nobody was at the home, thank goodness, at the time, which I know they should have security. Sometimes it's a blessing, though, because you never would know what could happen if you're home when somebody does break in. But they were saying that it's unknown what was stolen. But as G-Man mentioned, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, they had their homes ransacked, and they said some NBA players have also been victims of the same crime this year. Bucks forward Bobby Portis and Timberwolves guard Mike Conley were both on, they said, the receiving end of targeted burglaries, too.
Well, like you said, everything's out there. You know where they are, even if they're home and they're playing in their own home arena, they're going to be gone 5, 6, 7 hours. They're not going to be coming home. You would think guys like this level have security, cameras, everything. I mean, they're making, $40, $50 million a year. So you would think there would be a tight security.
Or even gated, really good gated neighborhoods, stuff like that.
You would think,
like that Campbell, the Lions coach.
Yeah,
he lived on a public street where people could just come right up to his house, basically.
Yeah, and that was his
That's
daughter.
why he had to move, right?
Yeah. I think a lot of times, though, they find out when they look into investigations with all this stuff, a lot of times it's an inside job. Like somebody who worked for them, somebody who knows something.
Knows that nobody is going to be there at all.
Yeah, Campbell was a really sad case because that was the daughter's friend who actually put their address out on the internet, which is terrible.
Well, it's terrible when you feel that you have to pick up your entire life and move because of threats.
Yeah.
So G-Man was asking the question, do you buy your boss a gift? Because what do you say, 64% or something?
That's what the survey said.
Do purchase their boss gifts for the holidays. And we have a text at 47142. And it says, as an owner, my wife and I do buy gifts for our team and pay out bonuses. That's very nice.
Yeah.
It says, we do not expect gifts or want anyone to feel obligated. Occasionally, we'll get a gift card or baked cookies, which is greatly appreciated, but certainly not expected. It says, love your show. So sounds like you guys do a good thing for your employees.
Very nice that they do that. Again, everybody around the holidays always likes to get a little thank you, even if it's a tap on the back, and say, hey, you know what, I appreciate what you do. And I think it's very nice. If you do work for somebody, we've had a couple stories today where people have worked with people, not only did they get parties, they got bonuses. So I think that's a very nice thing. If you work for somebody and they are nice enough to do that, you're very lucky. You should enjoy it. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call if you guys want to get involved. Again, do you buy your boss a gift? That is one of the questions. And things on Christmas parties that you do and don't do. Don't be late and don't leave too early. Those are pretty much common things. Always thank your boss when you leave. It's always a nice thing to say thank you for the party. It was very nice. Appreciate it. Or maybe even the next day, send them an email. You know what? The party was great last night. Thank you so much for thinking of us. It's not kissing ass. It's just showing that, you know what, you're raised with respect and manners and, you know, you're acknowledging. So that's something that you could possibly do. But don't leave too early. Leaving early could almost be as bad as coming there really late. Like tomorrow night, we have one at 7 to 10. Like if you showed up, say, like 10 after 8. You're like, you know, whatever. Now, if you catch traffic, it's different because, you know, where our destination is, it's pretty far for some people. But, you know, try to get there on time. And when you leave, if you leave too early, that's not a good thing. Don't shoot out in the first hour. You know, especially if they have something to give you and they're calling out your name. Great. Somebody else, he left 2 hours ago. You're like, what? What the hell happened? So you don't want to do that. But, yeah, give us a call on that if you have any of that. And
speaking of bosses, that they are not the hardest person to shop for during the holidays. So they asked a bunch of people and did a survey. Who do you think's the hardest person in your life to shop for? And I was kind of surprised by this because you would think that this would be the person that you would know pretty much the best in your life. According to the survey, it's their spouse. They find that their spouse is the hardest person to get a gift for, their partner or spouse. Followed by kids, which you think kids would be pretty easy, right? Because they give you a list and they tell you what they want.
Yeah.
And then their mom, not dad, their mom is number 3 on the list of the hardest people to shop for.
Really?
Yep. And so they spend an average of 9 hours trying to pick the perfect present for the most difficult person to shop for on their list.
Wow.
9 hours.
No, and that's longer than my relationship.
Yes.
9 hours.
Yes.
Takes me 12 seconds to think of something. Wow. 9 hours.
I know. It's a lot.
Oh, my God. That's a whole day.
It is.
You're driving around thinking, what am I going to get him? What am I going to get him? It should take you 3 minutes, tops.
Who's the hardest person for you guys to get gifts for?
You know what? There was never anybody that I had a hard time getting a gift for, to be honest. Probably just myself. That's it.
Greek is difficult to shop for because he gets everything he wants and he has everything that he needs. And I mean, the guy buys himself a lot of stuff. And those are the people I think that are very difficult when you know that they are able to purchase and they have a lot of things. They're the ones that are hard to shop for.
Yep, that's my my other radio mentor.
Yep.
Can buy anything he wants. It's just so hard to pick something for him.
Yep.
Does he like cigars?
Yeah, yes and no. He recently stopped smoking them.
Does he drink?
A little bit, yeah.
Buy a nice bottle.
I've done that, and
Yeah, that's a very nice gesture. It really is. Somebody who drinks anything, a wine, liqueur, anything, tequila, vodka, whatever they drink, that's always nice because you're doing them a favor because they're usually going to buy it for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And it also shows that you pay attention to what they drink or what they like. Cigars are nice. Like if a guy says a cigar smoker, maybe get him an ashtray or lighter, an accessory. But alcohol is very easy, I think. That's what I do with most guys. Cigars, order liquor, or golf, something for golf. And those 3 things, usually for me,
correlate together.
Yeah, well, not only that, it's usually one of those 3 the guys have that they like. They either like something to drink, they smoke a cigar, a gift card to a restaurant they like say New York Prime or something like that. That's nice. For girls, and for women, you can maybe ask what their perfume is that they use. That's nice. And it's got to be appropriate that you ask. And, you can't do that with really a coworker.
What size is your underwear? You can't say that?
No, that's not good.
No.
What size panties do you wear?
Yeah.
Now, my mom is also very difficult because she's not very materialistic.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want or ask for a lot either. So she's one of those people who, to me, is very difficult. I know she doesn't like to have a lot of stuff around the house. She's not a spa kind of person.
Yeah.
So, there are some people, but I have learned throughout my life to pay attention.
Yeah.
Whether you're at somebody's house having dinner, and I've learned that with my in-law, my mother-in-law sometimes, and if they don't have something.
Yeah.
Like we've been in the kitchen doing stuff, and I was like, "Oh, do you have?" She's like, "Oh, you know what? I don't have that." And I'll make notes in my phone.
That's good.
So I'll remember when
thoughtful.
it's time for birthdays or whatever it is, and just in my life in general, you'd be like, "All right, I know they don't have that, and it's something that they could use or need." So you just pay attention.
Yeah, I mean that's very thoughtful. If you're having a conversation with somebody, you might hear somebody saying a book they want. You know what I mean? Or maybe there's somebody who likes a certain coffee. Not like Evan, that blue stuff that's $65. But I think a gift card's nice because people are going to do it. A lot of people give me a Dunkin' Donuts gift card. I think that's cool. But yeah, I mean, if you pay attention to what somebody like sports team.
Yeah. As you would say, cash is king. And I think a lot of people think it's so impersonal to do a gift card for cash. But I'm happy every time I get a Visa gift card or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't have to be specifically for anything.
I think some girls don't like if you give them cash. They feel like it's just not if you're dating them, like you're not putting any effort into it. You're just putting an envelope and you're giving it to them. But again, everybody's different. Somebody might be like, hey, you didn't put any effort into it. And you might be like, well, I didn't know what to get you. And then you have people like me in my life who people send me text messages of what they want and their size. And I'm like, I know your size. You don't have to tell me. I can figure it out. I usually can figure out a girl's shoe size by looking at her and, can size them up. But yeah, I mean, things like that. But I think Franny hit it right on the nail if you pay attention. Even with guys, like a sports team. Say a guy's a Yankee fan, maybe pick him up a hat or something like that, or a jersey if it's somebody young. Women are a little bit harder you would buy for, but not if you're dating them, because if you're dating them, then you know what they like. Spa day is always nice. People usually, I haven't seen anybody be like, no, I don't want a spa day. That's something that's pretty cool. And right across the board with everybody. Could be your sister, your mom, maybe some, like Franny said, her mom doesn't like it, but she knows that. But I think right across the board, that's something you could do. If you guys have any suggestions, let us know. You can call us at 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. On the table today, Christmas parties, things you shouldn't do, maybe certain things you don't say. And 65% of people buy their boss a gift. If you have an opinion on that, let us know. It is the Penthouse on a Super Wednesday. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
According to the TSA, they said if it's a solid food item, it can go through a checkpoint. However, if you can spill it, spray it, pump it, spread it, or pour it,
twist it.
I knew the bop it thing was going to come into play.
I'm just glad we both picked Twisted.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
We have construction 95 South right after Congress Avenue. Look out for delays. A right lane is blocked. No major incidents on the turnpike. Our drive times are up to speed. Make sure you slow down for pedestrians on your commute. That's traffic on Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by PureTalk.com. Stop overpaying for your cell phone plan. Pure Talk gives you unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month on America's most dependable 5G network. Switch today. Just dial pound 250 and say keyword switch now to save 50% off your first month with Pure Talk.
As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar!
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's in Palm Beach. The Ugly Sweater Party is Saturday, December 14th. Win this contest and win big prizes and enjoy the night and kick off the holiday season at Monroe's. A 5-star menu and beautiful girls 7 days a week. And pick up a calendar for 2025. It's Saturday, December 14th. The Ugly Sweater Party. Be there and enjoy yourself and kick off the holidays at Monroe's. Peace.
Seminole Casino Coconut Creek is your local gambling destination, featuring over 2,300 slot machines and more than 80 live table games with blackjack, baccarat, craps, roulette, sports betting, and more. Visit the smoke-free pavilion, full of more slots, live table games, and easy access from the west parking lot. Visit NYY Steak and other dining options and live entertainment during the week at Sunset Grill, Nectar, and Sound Bar. Visit CasinoCoco.com. Come home to Coco. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Need holiday cash? GiveMeTheVin.com is here to help. They buy over 1,000 cars a week, everything from daily drivers to exotics and clunkers. GiveMeTheVin.com offers top dollar, beats CarMax offers, and even picks up your car for free. No hassle, no seller's remorse, just quick cash for the holidays. Visit GiveMeTheVin.com and sell your car the easy way today.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Cheerio and happy holidays to all. There's two things we Brits do particularly well. It's celebrate the Yuletide season and make a fantastic cocktail. And now, doing both in the proper British way is simpler with Bartesian. Yes, Bartesian! It's the home cocktail maker that's every bit as posh and premium as having your own bartender in the house, without having to worry about providing servants' quarters. Whether your desire is a holiday-spiced old-fashioned by the Yule log or a Clausmopolitan for sipping with your besties, just pop in a capsule, select your strength, push the button, and you're off. Hurry now, old chap, because they're $50 off. Yes, even old Ebenezer Scrooge wouldn't quite be able to turn down such good tidings, made so rapidly and served so well. So turn your holiday party into an event worthy of the blokes across the pond with Bartesian. Add some holiday flavor to every celebration with the sleek, sophisticated home cocktail maker, Bartesian. Get $50 off any cocktail maker at bartesian.com/cocktail. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
When the going gets tough, the tough gets StormSmart. Since 1996, StormSmart has simplified the process of protecting your home while increasing its living space and beauty. Because smart is easy. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market. Whether it's prepared foods, meats, seafood, pizza, fruits and vegetables, catering for any occasion, cold cuts or bakery, Joseph is the answer. It's all under that roof, baby. 4 locations: West Palm Beach, Delray, Gardens, and Boca Raton. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin. Joseph's Classic Market is a proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron 2024. Peace.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code SECONDFREE by January 26th. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings. Because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar! Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings. Because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar!
Save more this holiday season by becoming a My Lowe's Rewards member. Don't miss new member deals dropping every week, like $15 off a purchase of $50 or more on select Bounty, Charmin, and Puffs paper products. Join for free today. Subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Warm into the afternoon with temperatures in the middle 80s. A cold front will move through the region. This will bring the chance for showers and an isolated storm through the early evening. Drier and cooler air moves in behind the front. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s by the start of Thursday morning with afternoon highs in the upper 60s.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Shop limited time deals on last-minute gifts now at Lowe's. Save $50 on a Warner 6-foot aluminum step ladder. Plus, get select Craftsman V20 tools for only $39. Offers valid 12/5 through 12/11 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Your holiday to-do list can be longer than Santa's. Between the shopping, the decorating, kids' concerts, and, oh yeah, keeping the magic alive, iHeartRadio is here to bring the joy to your busy days with commercial-free Christmas stations like iHeart Christmas. Or dozens of playlists so you can pick and match your holiday vibe. Open your free iHeart app and search Holiday to explore stations, playlists, and more.
The Greek Trifecta is sponsored by the Crazy Horse Saloon.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Thanks for always tuning into Real Radio. Appreciate you guys. Had our push-up challenge today. Franny carried it for us as we, Real Radio, stormed to victory over Wild 95.5. We were the big underdogs because we threw in the age situation, and we did a good job. We really did. Franny carried, though. She's the MVP. Carmine beat me by 3, 28-25, and Franny won by 10. She could have did more, too. But again, talent...
Are we going to have a video,
Yep,
Dom?
I'm putting that up right now.
Nice.
Yeah, talent rises like everything else. In life, in the bedroom. You always know when you got talent around. Dominic's in the house.
Hello.
Speaking of talent. Woohoo! Franny's here.
Hi.
It's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, Panthers won last night. They beat Seattle. Remember, you can hear the Panthers all season long on Real Radio. They are the champs, and be proud to be a Panther fan. Stick your chest out and wag your tail, because we are champs, and we can do it. It's because of Real Radio, be honest. What team covered the last 5 weeks in the NFL? Don't tell me you know, only if you listen to the last segment. That's right, Carolina Panthers. 5 in a row they've covered. They're the worst team in football. Some people would argue Jets too, but Carolina, worst team, and 5 weeks in a row. And this week, for the first time since 2021, they are favored by 2 over America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. Woo! What about those Cowboys? So Carolina favored for the first time in a long time, but they have covered 5 in a row. 5 in a row. Heisman Trophy is Saturday night. It is so one-sided. If Hunter doesn't win, I think the whole world would be shocked. If you were betting on it, now's not the time to bet on this. It's way too far gone. It's been gone for a couple of months. You had to bet on it in August. But Dion is very proud. Hunter, who plays for his Colorado Rockies, is a wide receiver and a defensive back. Also, Dion has said that his team, all his players are playing in a bowl game, because we don't do that here. So if you're betting Colorado or you're a fan of them, their players are playing in a bowl game. And it seems to be the trend this year with players. Ward for the Hurricanes, who is going to be a first-round pick himself, who had a fantastic year, led the Canes to 10 victories, said he's going to practice, get ready for the Pop-Tart Bowl. I don't know how much you can get serious for the Pop-Tart Bowl, but he's getting serious for it.
Have you ever seen they have that big Pop-Tart mascot thing? Have you ever seen it?
Mm-mm.
It's kind of weird. It's because they eat it. You've never seen it before?
Oh, I think I have, because I've seen the guys in a booth.
Yeah.
Like they show
It's very odd.
Yeah. It's the Pop-Tart Bowl, and the Miami Hurricanes are there, and it should be an interesting one. The Gators are taking on Tulane, and I think the Canes are taking on Iowa State. I think. I could be wrong, but I think it's Iowa State in a Pop-Tart Bowl.
I believe so, yep.
Oh, thank you, Dom. And Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach and the Cove Shopping Center. They're open, so get over there Franny and I will be there Tuesday. Excited to have a great time there. Love their cappuccino and everything else they have available for you guys. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. 65% of people say they buy their boss a gift. Are you yay or nay on that? And do you do it? And again, anything with the holidays you guys can bring up or ask Franny a question or Dominic or myself. I did get some text messages about Dominic with the camera. We took the $100 off the table. Management does not like us betting with each other, so that's off the table. So, and Dom doesn't have the camera on and has no vision or thought of putting it on before 2024 and says, we'll continue this on to 2025. This is his strike, and he's sticking with it. So we got to respect the man who does things and he has a passion for. We don't know the reason why. That's the big thing. That's more of the mystery. Not when he's coming back. Why is he doing it? We don't know the reason why. I thought it was because he was sleeping during the show, but he said that doesn't bother him. He sleeps all the time. Do you ever sleep when you drive?
No.
Okay. No, because some people who have just the ability to fall asleep. You know, I dated somebody like that. She would always be like, she would fall asleep, like just crack off. I mean, even driving a couple times. But you know, if you don't sleep at night, you got to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have that.
I mean, you didn't get any sleep last night.
I got about 45 minutes, to be honest with you. I got my first phone call at 5:45. A buddy of mine who's going through a tough time, and I couldn't say no. So I had to get
And you couldn't brag either.
No, it's not what happened. We all know. Look at that face. We all know.
Yep.
Can't even keep a straight face.
Of course I'm keeping a straight face. And there's no bragging involved. I don't talk. I don't say anything. I just said I got home 5 o'clock. You guys assumed I was doing something. I got home 5 o'clock. I could have been giving out toys.
You're not Santa.
You want to bet?
Maybe to her. Maybe to her you are.
I've been Santa many times.
Yep.
I've been Santa many times. You can call us at 877-927-6969. Greek Zone today, we got Kelly from the Visa Network. He's going to join us, see what he thinks about the big Thursday night game and the college playoffs, which are going to be next week. I'm very excited about that, Friday and Saturday nights. And Greek Gridiron, we're coming to a conclusion. Ooh, big word. We're going to be at Strike Score Lounge on Friday. Yes, we'll be there Friday, so stop down on the patio, Franny and I. The poinsettias are out over at Strike. Stop by, have a good time, and if you have a cigar smoker in your life, get a gift card from Strikes. Pick up an accessory, maybe an ashtray, maybe a lighter, cutter, do something, and make their holiday season a very joyful one. We have anything popping up on that text line over there, Franny?
We don't. Well, let's see. What do we have here? Sorry, Dave. We have somebody who texts about you. 47142 says, "Who's that clown, Dave? He's a very angry man. How more rude could he be to Franny?" I was like, it happens. No worries. Then we said, this year I gave all my bosses the BS button. They loved it. So I guess there's a BS button. What's that?
Is that like the Staples button? Like one of those?
I thought that was easy.
That was easy.
Tell me what a BS button is. They said they loved it. I got to look into that. So we know that this is the time where it's a make or break in relationships.
Uh-oh.
Just kidding. No. We have a list of attorneys who talk about some crazy things that they've seen. And this is not just divorce attorneys.
Okay.
This is attorneys, all kinds of attorneys, some of the craziest things that they have witnessed during their job. And I'm sure attorneys have witnessed some pretty crazy stuff. So
I always think that the top things that they see is anything with like DUIs, crazy stories.
Okay.
You always hear stuff like that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
With stuff. I think also anything, like you said, relationships, divorce, things that people cheating. Like when people, stories that you hear of, different things that happen with that. And I would say any like big crimes.
This one's crazy. So I'm not going to get into details. I'm going to kind of PG-13 this thing up because it's pretty rated R. But they said I worked on an amazing case recently. A woman and her, what they said, F-buddy, decided to try a new position.
Okay.
So I guess at the time he was holding her arms behind her back and he fell on top of her and hurts her shoulder. She ended up getting a rotator cuff tear.
Okay, that happens.
So
if you fall on your shoulder.
So she ended up suing the guy.
Were they dating or was just their banging?
They said it was her F-buddy. They said so it wasn't. I'm guessing they had sexual relations more than that just time. But yes, she ended up suing the guy. He says the attorney says I represented his insurance company, so we stepped in. But yeah, very, very crazy. He said, I wonder if you have to request that coverage specifically with your homeowner's insurance because it happened in the home. I don't know, but
You
yeah.
couldn't settle that out of court?
But the girl, she sued him.
Wow.
And yeah.
It sounds like they broke up. Or it sounds like when she got the bill, he was probably like, I'm not paying that. So then she was probably like, well, then I'm going to sue you. Imagine going in there, you got injured during sex, and then you're going to sue the person. Now, could you sue a spouse and then you split the profit? Like, say you're banging your husband or your wife and you got hurt, you blew out your knee, and then you end up suing them and then you split the profit. Well, that's interesting. That's a very unique case.
Never thought about that. All right, we have a couple more here. Says, it was a credit card fraud case in the early part of my career. He actually wore the stolen clothes to court.
That's nice.
And a clerk at the defrauded store identified them in front of the jury. I felt like the guy in the commercial asked, want to be somewhere else? The guy is wearing the clothes that he used to steal with credit card. That's funny.
Yeah, that is
Some
pretty
people just
good.
don't think, huh?
There you go. He's got a blue blazer on. He took that from our store. And he left the tags on it, too.
Crazy things attorneys have seen. It says client charged with DUI. Forced by police to give a urine sample on the side of a very busy interstate highway. I've never heard of that.
Me either.
Any sympathy the jury may have had for the defendant was lost. However, when he fell asleep during the playing of the video of the traffic stop, they said he had been out all night partying the night before the trial. He was found guilty. Then he lied to the judge about what would be in his system during a drug test, and his sentence was doubled. I don't understand, but I've never heard of a cop forcing you to do a urine sample on the side of the road.
I heard
interstate.
I heard when you go back in and you're in jail.
Sometimes,
but
never
on the side of the road. Because why would you even do this? They
Right?
can't test it there. They don't have a kit like they can shake it. And they go, oh yeah, you're drunk.
This is great. They said somebody committed robbery in order to hire an expensive attorney with minimal experience in criminal law rather than accept a seasoned public defender. Guy who was already going to court for a crime he committed a robbery so he could hire a better attorney because he didn't want a public defender. Yeah, not too bright, right? Not too bright.
Good way to meet somebody.
Family law, child custody and visitation. Mother was married to father, and they had 3 children. Father died. Mother married father's cousin. The new husband did not get along well with his teenage stepson. They said, here's a kicker. Mother, playing peacemaker, told the new husband, told new husband, teenage stepson, they said, wow, how does this work? Said, playing peacemaker, told new husband, teenage stepson is your cousin, and now he is your son, so y'all need to learn to get along. That person was like, I'm from the South, and that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So your teenage stepson, who is your cousin, is now your son. So you've known him as your cousin this whole entire time.
Now he's your son.
That's very confusing.
Yeah. No wonder the kid was pissed. I mean, it's probably his uncle or, whatever, and now he's his father. That's a little weird.
Yeah, that's a little weird right there.
Yeah,
it definitely is.
This woman sued because bathroom tiles fell on top of our intern's head while she was using the toilet in the old building that they used to work at.
Well, I can see
So she
that.
went after them. Yeah, I mean, right?
If you get hurt.
Do you go? I guess if they own the building, yeah, you go after them, huh?
I mean, if you really get injured, yes, I would say. Or maybe, again, I think some of these are maybe they go to the person and they're like, hey, pay my expenses and my bills. And maybe the people are like, we're not going to pay anything. Then you got no choice but to sue. Because if you got to pay it out of your pocket and you got hurt because of their stuff, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, I'd be like, hey, it's my place. You took a shower here and you got hurt.
If you guys have anything, maybe you're an attorney or maybe you sued or maybe you did something crazy, let us know. 47142. These are crazy legal cases.
Don, we have somebody on hold?
Yes, we have your buddy Evan back on the phone.
Evan, what's happening?
Hey, everyone.
What's up, Evan?
Hey, Evan.
Yeah, I have just three things today, quick ones. First of all, Joe Burrow getting his house robbed. Well, one thing, he wouldn't have to worry about them stealing any of his wardrobe.
Yeah, he does dress a little funky. There's no doubt about it. When I brought it up, though, it was like the 3rd or 4th NFL player that's house has been robbed while they're working, being in a game.
Yeah, I watched the show it was on 60 Minutes, something like that. They were talking about, they think it's a cartel. Well, it's a group out of South America somewhere that's really organized. They put Wi-Fi. They have this detector that can kill your Wi-Fi in your house, so your alarms won't work and all this other stuff. They're pretty. They're talking about this. Pretty. They have an idea, but there's just there's so many of them. Then they'll come over here for a couple months, and then they take off, and then they come over. They different groups come over and for the same thing.
Evan, does it have anything to do? Because I know that they've been having a lot of areas. It started in Colorado with Venezuelan gang activity. Have you heard?
Yeah, I heard about that, but this is
different.
I don't think this is gang related. This is more of a theft ring, an organized theft ring is what.
Got it.
Is.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yep. And one thing that you should never have at an office Christmas party would be mistletoe.
Yeah, I can see how that's inappropriate.
Yeah, maybe years ago was okay.
Yeah.
But now, no, I don't think it's appropriate. No, you're right.
That. And you're talking about the everybody wants your Prime New York Prime gift cards. Well, about 20 years ago, I won a prize on the Love Doctors, and I don't remember the restaurant, but I think it was RJ Gators. It was one of those that it was like a sports type of bar.
Okay.
It was like casual, and what it was 12 people, myself and 12 and 11 guests, would go to RJ Gators for 1 hour. You would have all the chicken wings and draft beer.
That's cool.
Unlimited.
That's good.
Yeah, that was really cool. But one thing on the menu that they had is they have, I don't know how other restaurants do this, but they had like a little small personal cake that you could buy. And what they do, the servers, when they present the cake to the person, they smash it in their face.
Oh, that's nice.
That's not. So, did you know whose face? Like, did you order the cake knowing, like, I want this person to have a cake smashed on their face?
I made everybody want to come back.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't order it. It was just on the menu, and that was just, was kind of strange that's actually what happened. Well, there was this really attractive, young, cute couple, at a table just across from us, and this girl was way overdressed for this restaurant, because it was casual sports type of bar, and but they're sitting there talking, and they came, at the end of the, they were eating, and then time you saw this, but I think it was like 3 servers came over and they had this cake, and they set it down in front of her, and then they picked it up and smashed it all in her face, and it got in her hair and got all over her white dress and all that stuff, just all over, right? And the guy stood up. And he threw his money down, and he goes, "Here, that's for the bill," and all that stuff. He walks out and he goes, "We're through." That's how he ended up.
Oh no, that is horrible! What a terrible man. So he bought that cake off the menu, knowing that was going to get smashed in her face, and that was like his breakup. That was his out, and then he left.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. It was after dinner. They had the dinner. They were there about an hour. They were there when we were there, so. But that was how he ended the date, yeah.
You know what? In the long run, that was probably the best thing that could have happened to her. Yeah, at the time, she probably was like, this sucks, heartbreak, and a cake in her face, and he walked out. But good riddance to that guy.
Was there anything going on? Did you know? Like, was she cheating or anything?
Me? We were sitting there having dinner. We just saw them, because they're very, they're really young and attractive, and they look like they're having a good time. We're just sitting there eating, you just look over and just watching. They just look like they're having fun, So that was it. We didn't know who the people were. We just saw what happened,
That's crazy.
Yeah. I thought maybe like, when you were telling a story, like he found out she was cheating, and that was
I guess we don't know. We don't know what happened between them two, but oh man, that sucks.
Now, is there still RJ Gators around, or are they closed?
No, they you know how those type of restaurants change names and all that stuff. That's why I don't remember if it was RJ Gators.
They still have one in the Villages. If you ever head out that way.
Okay. Well, yeah, this was in Jupiter. I think we went to the one in Jupiter.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It was a good prize,
That's a great prize.
A good prize from the Love Doctors. Yeah, a great prize. Yeah.
You get an hour to go in there, and you and your friend, 12 of them too. That's a lot of people. Did you have 12 people you can bring?
12 people for free food and beer? Heck yeah.
Okay. Just asking.
It was chicken wings, yeah. Yeah, chicken wings, yeah. Heck yeah. That was a lot of fun. It was a great contest. And actually, when I went to pick up the tickets or whatever was the certificate for it, Denny James, it was like one of his last days he was at the station.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Great
Remember
story.
Denny?
Yeah, I remember Denny. Yes.
Denny was great, man. Denny was a lot of fun.
Nice guy.
Denny was a whole lot of fun.
You know what? Everybody on this station, I got to say, over the years, were good guys, nice girls. I never had a problem with anybody, and they were all cool. They really were.
Did you ever go to any of the Love Doctors charity softball events, Greek?
That was way before me. I was still in New York then.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, didn't know that. Yeah, Love Doctors had a lot of activities, a lot of fun back then.
Yeah, I mean, I did some toy drives when I got down here. They still were doing them, which was great for the community every year, and people would drop off toys and stuff. And I remember them being live in City Place, like 24 hours or marathon. But that's when I got here, like, I don't know, 2000-something, 3, 5, around there.
All right, well, hey, let me ask you a question. Your party is tomorrow night?
For our company?
Yes.
Yes, tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Ours is our company. But the Penthouse party is Monday night.
Oh, the Penthouse. Okay, so you will be on the air Friday then?
Oh, yeah.
We'll be in Boca.
Yeah, we'll be at Stripes.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll be working this week and then next week, and then Franny wants to shut it down.
All right, Greek, I'm not in the contest this year, but you got to win one for these guys, man.
I know. It's been a bad. I mean, doing it 20 years, one bad year. I mean, come on. I mean, it happens. And it's always like one game. There's been a couple weeks where it's been one game decided, and it's been going their way. Hey, God bless them. The more, the merrier.
I was in it 3 years in a row, and it was 4 people, and then one time it was 3 people, and I still lost all 3 times.
Yeah, there usually is not a lot. I mean, for the years that I'm doing this, 4 or 5 is. I don't think we've had 5 to minute. This is the most we've ever had, where we have 7. We still got a few weeks, so you never know. We might go to 10. And I'm not taking a knee. Like, I'm not just like, hey, picking. It's just the way it's gone. Not. It's just the way it's gone.
Of course not. Is there still a golf cart involved or not?
Yes. Yeah.
He might get a photo one day.
Is it invisible?
I will produce the golf cart for an H&H Golf Carts. I've never said anything on this station with a prize that I haven't done. I can't do it. It's against the law. I would get in trouble.
Well, I remember last year you had a video of Franny sitting in it.
I was with them.
Oh, yeah, we had a few. I mean, he brought it on location a couple times.
Yeah. This is a different company this year.
I got you. But still, it's still a great prize, man. $17,000 or wherever you said it was for that thing.
Yeah, but also, I mean, you're getting 3 nights at the Hard Rock Hotel. You're getting a gift card. You're getting tickets to Sebastian. I mean, the tickets to Sebastian are very expensive in April. So it's a great prize all around.
Tickets to Sebastian. Sebastian's only like 40 miles away from here.
The comedian, Evan. The comedian!
Evan knows.
I know. He's just trying to get my goat today. You're doing a good job, Evan. I'm on 11 minutes sleep.
Hey, congratulations. I'm proud that you got lucky, man.
I didn't say I got lucky. I never said that. I never say what I do. I just said I got home 5 o'clock. I could have been in playing roulette all night.
Okay, Greek, you're a transparent person. You can only do 3 things in your life, and so I eliminated 2 of them.
All right. That's your opinion. I might have been putting my shirts in order by designer. I mean, who the hell knows? That could have took time.
There you go.
All right, Evan, we love you.
Your ties.
All right, take care. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Boys, this week flying by. Big Christmas party tomorrow. Dom, what are you wearing?
Santa outfit.
Oh, are you?
All green, though.
Oh, Bloomingdale's. Don't wear green.
I mean, because you can't clash with the other Santa, so I get it. You're doing your own thing.
If you see a Santa with green,
Totally get
call
it.
him out. You're getting screwed. I'm not shopping at Bloomingdale's this year. And I usually do there for the holidays because of the green Santa. I'm a big guy on tradition. I'm just saying. Don't screw me. Don't give me the green Santa. We'll be back with some Florida stories and a lot more. Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Florida Turnpike moving along nicely up to speed for our Wednesday commute. You may find a delay on 95. It is 95 South. Road work right after Congress Avenue. There's a right lane blocked. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage has amazing deals on the holidays' most fun gifts, all for under $15. Get low prices every day on unique finds before they're gone. In store only at Macy's Backstage today. Find a location near you at Macy's Backstage. Macy'sBackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach. The Ugly Sweater Party is Saturday, December 14th. Win this contest and win big prizes and enjoy the night and kick off the holiday season at Monroe's. A 5-star menu and beautiful girls 7 days a week. And pick up a calendar for 2025. It's Saturday, December 14th. The Ugly Sweater Party. Be there and enjoy yourself and kick off the holidays at Monroe's. Peace.
Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Owen. I'm a cigarette.
Do you like being a cigarette?
No, I don't. Not really into killing thousands of people. Sorry, no filter.
Right.
What's your sign?
Pisces?
I'm a Cancer. Cigarette joke. But seriously, I do cause cancer. And heart disease. And strokes. I could go on forever. Unlike the people who smoke me.
The average smoker lives 10 years less than non-smokers. Quit today. Find out how at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
With the holiday season fast approaching, are you fresh out of ideas for that special man in your life? Allow me to suggest the perfect gift, a brand new garage door. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I wrap a garage door, Mo? What kind of stocking do I need to stuff this inside? And how do I hang that sucker back on the mantle? And just how romantic is a 150 square foot hunk of aluminum on rails? At Mo Better Garage, I can explain this way mo better. A new garage door is like the ultimate power tool and the nicest pair of socks all in one. It's the perfect size, extra large, and the perfect color, whatever you choose. It comes with a cool remote control he can play with and a manual full of technical specs he can read about on the toilet. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it festive. Maybe you hang the stockings on the garage door. Ho, ho.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings. Because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar!
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Imagine a world where animals and humans coexist in harmony, where wild animals thrive, habitats are protected, and marginalized communities are empowered. At International Animal Rescue, this is our vision. Our holistic, community-led projects not only rescue animals, but also protect and replenish precious habitats, creating a better future for us all. But we can't do this without you. Show your support now and help keep the wild, wild. Visit internationalanimalrescue.org.
Thanks to Total Wine, you saved more on all the gifts for the ones you adore. Wine, spirits, beers, all nestled on shelves. Got some advice from our helpful elves. Oh, so many gifts to explore when you go to Total Wine and More. Bottles so delightful, whoa. Priced so amazingly low.
Curbside pickup and delivery available, and the lowest prices for over 30 years only at Total Wine and More.
Drink responsibly. Be21.
Anti-Semitism takes many forms, from a passing comment in casual conversation to vandalism and even violence. Shine a Light is a national initiative to spotlight anti-Semitism. A coalition of over 60 Jewish and non-Jewish organizations from across the U.S. and Canada, Shine a Light draws inspiration from Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights, to encourage Jews and allies to speak out against anti-Semitism and send a message that we are stronger together. Join us at shinealighton.com.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own?
Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Warm into the afternoon with temperatures in the middle 80s. A cold front will move through the region. This will bring the chance for showers and an isolated storm through the early evening. Drier and cooler air moves in behind the front. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s by the start of Thursday morning with afternoon highs in the upper 60s.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Save more this holiday season by becoming a My Lowe's Rewards member. Don't miss new member deals dropping every week, like $15 off a purchase of $50 or more on select Bounty, Charmin, and Puffs paper products. Join for free today. Subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, welcome back into the Penthouse. Thank you so much for tuning in. Whether you're at work, maybe you're driving around, maybe you're at the beach, whatever it is, we so appreciate you. 92.1, 101.7. Or, of course, on the absolutely free iHeartRadio app. Good afternoon to you. This is Franny. Good afternoon, Dom.
Hey, Franny.
Hi. And we do have G-Man here. Speaking of G-Man, the both of us will be on the road this Friday for Greek's Gridiron. So there's only a few more opportunities for you to try to beat the Greek before year's end, and this is one of them. We're going to be at Strike's Cigar Lounge in Boca Raton. So make sure you come on out, try to beat the Greek. I believe doors open there at noon. And when you do, you just sign up. Normally we have a handful of people in the run-in, so we'll put your name in the hat, pick at random. You try to beat the Greek. So far, I think it's been done 6 times.
I think it's 7 now.
7 now since, 7 times. So it's pretty easy to do. So I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So
he's on a roll. Not really.
Yeah, so you may want to show up. And if you do beat the Greek, you do get a gift card to New York Prime. And then you're in the running for that amazing grand prize. Hi, G-Man. What's going on?
Little chilly mode.
All right.
To be honest with you, got a little cold here. But I just put on my coat, so hopefully I warm up. Dom's been a little quiet today, doing a little of his videos.
Oh, yeah. I was busy making that video. I had to
he's been editing.
I had to put a count for each push-up that you guys are doing. So there's a counter. It took me a minute.
Wow. You really took that very serious.
And it was a few videos. Yeah, it wasn't just a one shot. He had to edit them all together.
Wow, that's amazing. You have talent we don't even know about.
Oh, you don't even know.
No, I don't even know. Well, it is time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida. Did you say Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
We will start with a 16-year-old who has been arrested, and for good reason. So it looks like this dude ended up shooting a flare gun onto a field full of soccer players at a high school during a match. This is at a private school. So this happened back November 21st. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because he finally did turn himself in. According to detectives, this kid, who does not attend the private school, him and his buddy were asked to leave the soccer match because of their disruptive behavior. So him and his friends, they left school property and returned to the vehicles that they'd driven to the soccer game that were parked at a nearby restaurant. That's when they said that they decided to drive by the soccer field once again, and that one teen fired a flare gun from the passenger seat of the car towards the school soccer field. Witnesses said that the flare narrowly missed a bunch of players and it burning 2 holes in the artificial turf, and they said that the flare caused more than $1,000 in damages. So, of course, cops are looking for this guy. There were witnesses, and people were questioning. And then this one guy eventually admitted to shooting the flare. He expressed remorse and did agree to turn himself in to Bradenton police, which he did. And he was arrested a couple days ago, December 9th, and charged with a few things: criminal mischief, damage of more than $1,000, which is a third-degree felony, and culpable negligence with exposure to harm. Then next up in your What the Florida, we have a Florida man who thought I love how I'm just going to state what the article says. It says, Florida man is facing the music after admitting to concealing a number of firearms in record players. This is what he was doing.
In record players?
In record players. So that's why he's facing the music, and mailing them to different addresses in the Toronto area. So according to court documents, they said investigation was launched by U.S. authorities after 3 record players containing a total of 5 firearms and 9 magazines were intercepted by agents at the Canadian border. So the investigation carried out as part of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security's Project Safe Neighborhoods resulted in the arrest of an Orlando man named Jonan Castillo. They said that he ended up being charged, young dude, by the way, 23, charged with 1 count of smuggling goods out of the U.S. And he did plead guilty in a Florida district court, but he thought that he thought his scam was pretty damn good.
Yeah,
he agreed to ship the firearms and magazines to a friend in Canada in exchange for payment. Then he said he allegedly purchased 3 arms from a pawn shop in stores in Florida, arranged for this friend, who was another Florida resident, to purchase 2 more additional pistols. The first 2 record players were mailed from the U.S. Postal Service. He used USPS to do it, to different addresses in Ontario. And authorities did seize a few of those firearms. And as I mentioned, 4 magazine rounds concealed amongst 2 record players. So when they saw this racket, that bust, of course, their eyes were on the lookout for any more record players that were going through the Canadian border. And they did. They found a third one containing 2 additional firearms and 3 magazines. Yes. They're saying he's facing a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. Then, man, this one really gets me. And I'm just bringing this up. I brought it up yesterday, but they are still looking. So my heart really is heavy and does go out to 2 lost their lives, 1 in critical condition. And there's another man who did get shot. But if you're not here, it's super sad news. Some men were shot at Irish Pub in Lake Worth. So these were all employees, Old Key Lime House over in Manalapan. And it's a great spot. I know a lot of people have been there. Actually, I have a couple friends who bartend there, but they were having their holiday party. And they were having it at an establishment in Lake Worth. And it wasn't at that one. Then they decided, hey, let's continue the night. Let's just walk down the street, downtown Lake Worth, and we'll go have some cocktails at the Rock Irish Pub in Lake Worth Beach. And that's when this happened. Some of the employees we're having a fantastic time. Everyone was enjoying each other's company. And then when it was over, some of the group still wanted to have fun. So we walked over to the bar down the street, played some pool, some games, and then some evil monster. So sounds like one person came in and opened fire. We do not know the details. Very, very sad. 4 men were shot at the pub. It was around 1 a.m. 2 of the men did die at the scene. 2 others taken to St. Mary's, 1 of them in critical condition. The other unstable. They have not released the identities of the 4 victims, even though I know some people who know who's out there. But the owner was talking, and he said one was a young military veteran who perished, and another one was a bar back who died.
Terrible.
Their kitchen manager of 20 years is in the ICU right now. He was shot 3 times, twice in the back, once in the neck.
Oh, my God.
And one of the line cooks was shot twice. They said they're both out of surgery and hopefully recovering, but just a really, really sad situation. If you've not heard this yet, it is terrible, but I know normally don't want to bring sadness out, but we do want to catch who this person is. Mm-hmm. We do. And hopefully so they're looking for any information. If anyone with information about the shooting, you're definitely urged to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-458-TIPS, because sometimes some people have some loose lips and they think they can trust somebody. And if somebody's talked to you or maybe you saw it, definitely call Crime Stoppers. And that is your What the Florida.
Thank you, Francis. We do it twice, a show, 11:05 and 1:05. Speaking of Sebastian Maniscalco, he's going to be playing down here. We're going to have tickets for Greek's Gridiron. He's bringing back his show, Bookie. It's coming back for another season on HBO. That's where he portrays a bookie, his life in times. It wasn't bad. I think it'd be a little bit more realistic. I'm sure they got some experts on the staff writing this stuff, but it wasn't bad, but it is coming back for another season on HBO Max.
Is that the one with Charlie Sheen?
Yes.
So you did watch the series. I was interested. I don't have HBO Max, but
Yeah, me neither.
I watched a couple. I didn't watch the whole thing. A couple of my friends watch it, and they enjoy it. I thought it was okay. Some of the stuff I thought was a little but again, I think they're trying to take some real stories, put an Hollywood element to it, different things of a bookie, how he gets money, how people try to pay him, with different things. Maybe paintings, furniture, gold, different things like that. And he's got a guy with him who's like his, sidekick, muscle man. And that really doesn't happen anymore. That's where I thought it was like far-fetched. Like, they're not sending anybody anymore. You can't. It's a different time right now. People pick up their phone in 2 minutes, you got a problem.
Back in the day, you send someone, there wasn't video proof. Nowadays, there's probably going to get.
Oh, yeah.
Going to be on video.
Yeah, there's a lot of proof. I mean, there's a phone. You're taping conversations. You could tape a conversation. I mean, there's so many different things. But it is coming back for another year. So we'll see how it is. I'm going to definitely check it out and see maybe it's going to be a little bit more realistic. Let's put it that way. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get involved. Do you buy a boss a gift? And should you? 65% of people said they did. You don't have to. It's not a required thing. Some people do, some people don't. Let us know. Is that a practice that you have? And maybe you're like, nah, I don't. We had Carmine in here for Wild 95. He never got any of his bosses any gifts, which is fine. Carmine's a little tight with the buck, first of all. And second of all, his bosses really did suck. So I get that. So, I mean, he really, he's one of those guys. He's very transparent. So, like, if he doesn't like you, he lets you know. He couldn't be a good actor because he can't fake it. Now, me, I can fake it. Oh, my God, I can't believe it. I love it. And inside, I'm like, bing. It's all over. It's lights out. So let us know. What is your opinion on that?
And I'm curious to hear what bosses' sides of it are. Like, do you think there's some bosses out there that just say, like, no, don't worry about it. You need to buy me gifts. I'm curious, not even just from employees. As a boss, do you expect or do you even want your employees to purchase you a gift? Because I know some workplaces may discourage that from supervisors.
I got to tell you, every time I got somebody something over the years, they always said to me, you shouldn't have got this for me. There was no need. You're doing more for me than I do for you. I can't thank you enough for working here, stuff like that. But, they did say.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, Tom, whatever. Do your videos over there. You're none and void today. We really didn't hear much of Dom today. We didn't even get on his camera thing, but it is official. He's not putting the camera on for the rest of the
bet's
show.
off, you said.
Yeah. The bet's off. So I said, well, when management comes to me and they say something to me, I respect him. And he said he doesn't want any betting going on with employees. So I have to respect that. You can ask him if you don't believe me. You know where his office is. He said he'd love to talk to you, but he doesn't want any betting going on. So I said, I got it. I was just trying to motivate the young lad and try to teach him the ways of the world.
Motivate him.
I was just trying to motivate him and, try to teach him the way to land. You know what I mean? Try to make him say, like, hey, man.
The way of Greekland?
Yeah. Well, Greekland is not far from reality. Just people don't want to admit it.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Okay. Well, it's my reality.
Your reality is way different than most people's reality, G-Man. So.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Well, of course you don't think it's far from reality because it's your reality.
So if it's your reality, isn't it not reality? It could be far-fetched, but it's still mine. It's what I deal with every day. So, I mean, I mean, anybody, like somebody could be like, oh, your life's not reality. But if that's what your life is, that's your reality.
Yeah, it's your reality.
Yeah. So do I care about anybody else's reality?
No, I know you don't.
No, it's my reality, what I'm dealing with. I mean, come on. I got a lot of problems going on right now, Domster. You kidding me? Look at him shaking his head. We have to find out how many weeks you've been here. Is this 10 weeks, 9 weeks? I got to put an over-under. One of my buddies wants an over-under for next year.
I think I'm over 10 weeks.
Yeah, I think you are. I think you're over about 10 weeks.
I can find out.
Yeah, Freddie's great. You'll make the year. So I can't put the over-under on the year because we only got a couple weeks left. So I don't think that anything's going to crash and burn. And this is not you getting fired, by the way. This is you leaving on your own accord. Okay, this isn't you getting fired because they're not going to fire you because you do a very good job. And they don't want to piss me off. 877.
Yeah, can you imagine you back here trying to push these buttons?
Well, it's not my job. I mean, how much can I do?
Jeez.
Come on.
I hit a sore button there. Sorry.
No. I got to make you seem like that we need you. Your role's important.
Yeah. Hopefully.
It is. Franny's checking. When did Dom start? Because I think I sent you a text that day like, can you believe this kid?
We're stuck with him.
We wanted you. There was 3 people that were up for it. There were. And we wanted you. We were hoping. And that's a big thing, like in your work, and everybody's been through that when somebody new comes in and there's a possibility you do want one person because you feel you have chemistry or they're a good worker or they're going to care and all the above for you. So we were very happy when you got selected. You got it?
Yeah, I'm counting weeks. I was going through text messages that would help me figure out how long you've been here. So hold, please. I now have to count.
Okay. She's got to count now. 877-927-6969. Again, if you're a boss out there, do you expect anything?
It's been about 8.5 weeks.
Okay.
That's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
2.5 months. So now that you've had a taste and you've been here just like relationship, what are your thoughts? Are you happy you took the job? Are you unhappy when you come to work in the morning? Do you go, oh, my God? There are a lot of people who wake up in the morning. I got a good buddy of mine who hates his job, and he's got a big job. What does that mean?
Oh, I would hate myself if I had that one over there, that job.
Oh, J&O? Yeah, well, I get that. But we're stars. I mean, it's easy working with us. Brian's great.
Yeah, Brian's great.
Yeah,
Joel's great too. It's just
the show.
The show, yeah.
And the hours.
Yeah,
the hours got to be a lot.
Yeah, and it's very political, and there's no real fun and games.
Mm-hmm.
It's
all serious.
It's all serious. It's all like, you know what I mean? I did sports for them for years. I used to go around. They used to lose their cookies because I would say stuff, and they'd be like, "What the hell, Greek?" But it's a news station, so I mean, you got to be very serious with that. And the time is tough too.
They were all vote no on 3. Vote no on 3.
Oh yeah. They definitely don't want that. You kidding me? But again, I love Mud. He's a great guy. Went over his house for the holidays, and that's rare for me to do. But just because you don't see eye to eye on something, don't mean you can't be friends with somebody.
Oh yeah.
Or you can't, hang out with them. I mean, you think your way, I think my way. I thought we should have sports betting legal for a long time. A lot of people that I know said, no, it's bad. It's not going to be good for the society, for the kids and everything like that. It wasn't that I didn't like them because they had a different opinion in mine. That's what makes the world go round.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, different opinions. I could see you being bored, over there. I mean, then you'd be like, oh, God. But I think, like Franny said at the time, I mean, it starts at 5.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to get up like where you live, 3:30, 3:45.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's tough. And you have no life.
Oh, and then try watching Monday night or Thursday night football.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you can't.
There goes that.
No, you can't. There's no way. You can't stay up till 12 o'clock. And you could do it maybe one night, but the second, third night, you crash. I don't care who you are. You don't sleep one night, you're crashed.
Mm-hmm.
You
Look
really
at you.
are. Yeah. I mean, I'm okay. I'm on fumes today, but I have to go out tonight. I have to meet somebody about 8:30. I was supposed to meet him at 7.
All right, so you got time for a nap.
Do you take naps?
No. Regularly? No.
Just asking, do you take naps?
No. Today I will.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, after the Greek zone, I got to pick up a check for one of the clients, and then I'll go home. And
Will she join you for that, too?
Tonight?
No, I meant the nap.
No. Then it wouldn't be a nap. Then it'd be school.
So you do admit.
You
got up. Nice job, Dom.
It wouldn't be that way.
Nice job, Dom.
No. I'm going to see an old friend tonight that I'm very happy for.
Old. She's probably like 25.
25. No, she's got great news that I want.
Great nudes? Is that what I just heard?
Nudes! Say nudes.
I love it.
What is wrong with you? Nudes. No, she has some great news in her life. I don't want to speak about it. It's very personal. And I'm happy, so I told her I would stop by and see her and help her celebrate. 877-927-6969. I don't know if I have to pick her up a gift, though. I'm trying to think.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Down this road again.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe I'll bring in a poinsettia.
Yeah, just bring that one right there.
Yeah, there you go. That's fine. I got to see it for a little bit. I'm excited. I'm actually going to, and I was invited by a girlfriend because they had extra room, and it's been a long time. I'm excited about the event. I don't know. When you hear what it is, I feel like I have to wear a gown, but I'm excited because it's been years since I've seen the Breakers for the holidays, and they do it up. So there's a gala going on this evening.
Wow, that's
and
great.
it's for a charity, yeah. And so my girlfriend invited me to go as her date.
Wow.
And so when you hear gala and charity, but it says Christmas attire.
Yes,
so is it Christmas gowns? Is it, it just like I keep on asking. She was like, just kind of be festive. But when you hear gala, you think, right? Like a gown. And it's the Breakers.
It's a nice dress.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Black or red, something like that. You don't have to go like wear an official gown.
Okay.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I went a couple years ago.
Well, I've been to the Breakers, of course, to see for the holidays, but I've never been to a gala at the Breakers.
Yeah, it's probably going to be in the big ballroom, which is going to be gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be very, very nice. And they do it beautiful, Breakers. If you get a chance to go there, as soon as you pull in the driveway, I mean, they have all the red and green lights, and the tree is so beautiful.
So appropriate dress for a gala is it doesn't have to be a gown. All right, because that's what I wasn't aware of. I wasn't sure. When I hear gala, I think gowns and tuxes, but I could totally be off.
That's a very expensive ticket.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. It's very nice. I might be even parking cars there tonight.
Oh, are you?
So if you see me, don't ignore me. Oh, look at Carmine. Welcome to Real Radio. Wants to come in the studio again. Sorry, Carmine. One and done.
Wow.
Keep walking.
So I just
He's
looked
on
it up.
FaceTime, don't you know?
He probably is with his girlfriend.
So I just looked it up, and I'm curious if you see different. According to the Google, it says for a gala dinner typically considered formal, women should wear a floor-length gown or a sophisticated cocktail dress,
which is nice,
while men should wear a tuxedo with a bow tie, is what the claims are here. So yes, it's considered a black tie affair.
So you can wear a long dress.
Yeah. All right.
Do you have one? You got to go get one.
Just gonna wear my wedding dress. I guess just kidding.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's the only gown I have.
You're wearing your wedding dress. People are gonna be like, "Wow, who's that?"
Black.
I have stuff. I'm kidding.
Oh, that's amazing. You wear your wedding dress, you show up. Hey, what's up? I thought it was a gown. It's the only gown I have. Or you can wear a tuxedo with a bow tie. That'd be different. You would look sharp there. That sounds like a beautiful evening. Definitely take some videos.
I probably won't.
No?
I don't want to be that person taking videos at a gala.
No, maybe just like walking in breakers and everything. The tree is so, it's stunning. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call.
Okay, so our girl Kara helped us out. For some reason, Kara, I was deducting via text messages, and you're smarter than me. And I thought it was on the. I thought Jimmy. I thought your first day was the 14th of October for some reason.
No. Well,
So it was
Jimmy also had a
September.
vacation for a little while.
Yeah, he went on
beforehand.
vacation, and that was it. And then he came back for a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was confused. But Kara said, so longer. So G-Man was a little bit, because I was counting from the 14th on. Kara says that Jimmy's last day was on the 18th of September. And I know Kara pays attention, so she is probably correct here. So that is a text that came in at 47142. So it would make it close to the 10 weeks that you're talking, G-Man.
Yeah, it seemed like a long time.
Oh, sorry.
And then we have a couple more texts. 47142 started off with Real Radio. It says, on yesterday's show, you were talking regarding overtime pay.
Yeah.
Hourly employees are paid time and a half, your hourly rates. If you are paid a weekly or monthly salary, you do not receive overtime payment. According to the text, says salary employees may receive bonuses, but not overtime. And then we have Greek says he's been with the Penthouse 10 weeks. Franny says he's been with the Penthouse 8.5 weeks. Greek says, so yeah, he's been with us 2.5 months. Gee, 2.5 months is 10 weeks, not 8.5 weeks.
Whatever. I was closer than Franny. I was right.
Oh my God. All right. No, but they're saying your math with the whole, does it make
don't
sense?
worry about it. Don't you make mistakes? I think you guys get involved. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I was
a mistake.
I was going through text messages with Jimmy and I was scrolling through trying to see, and I thought that when I realized his last day was on the 14th, but I think Kara's probably right.
So you started,
or I could go straight to the source. Just like, hey, when was your last day?
So you started with us in September.
Mm-hmm.
So October, November, December. There's 3 months right there. It's 12 weeks, 14 weeks. That's a long time. You've done a very good job. Thank you for everything you've done.
Oh, thank you,
Thank you for being there for us.
God bless. And that's why we're taking you out Monday night, and we're going to let you, we got a big high chair for you to sit and everything like that. Yeah. I might have some entertainment for you to possibly meet Monday night.
Monroe's after?
No.
Okay.
I know a girl there who's single, and I think she'd be maybe right in your wheelhouse. Very nice girl.
She's so good.
What
Kara's so good because I'm looking at our text, and I know he doesn't mind because it's what I say. September 19th, and that was the day after. I said something like, "I hope your first official day," and and I said, "I'll miss you." So that is September 19th. So good job, Kara.
Great to be.
Yeah, you and Casey, you guys are just on top of it.
You guys are on.
Top of it.
You're awesome. So this fiasco has been going on about
too long. That's what he's thinking. Way too long.
You remember one thing? You kid with somebody that you like. You know, there's an ex-football player that once in a blue moon I will have a cigar with. And I told a story. I don't want you to say his name. And the other day when I was leaving, he sort of gave me like a nice like chop. And I thought of Franny because I don't do it anymore.
You used to do it to me.
Yeah, I used to kid around with Franny.
But it was hard. Like he would,
But I didn't mean any harm.
But that's what boys do. Like you just kind of like hit each other on the shoulder and just like, hey, he would do it to me, and I'm all 5'1".
He's got to be walking in here all hyped up.
Yeah, and I'm all 5'1", and he goes full force. Like he doesn't. It's not like, oh, I'm a girl. Let me just tap her a little lighter. No, he would go in hard, like where I would just almost fall over. So I finally had to tell him. I was like, dude, like, will you quit? You're giving me bruises.
Yeah.
I was like, people are gonna leave here and be like, who's beating you up at work?
So anyway, this ex-football player who's famous, the other night I was with him. He goes, "Greek, man, I love you." And he hit me. And I told Dom, I went to my car, and I thought I was going to have a black and blue. I mean, he hit me. It didn't seem that hard at the time, but he's a big dude.
And that's probably a big fist.
Yeah, he's all famous. I mean, he went boom, and he's like, I love you, Greek. And I went boom. And I was like, yeah, me too. And I walked out. I was like, oh, my God. He knocked the A off my Armani. It is the Penthouse. We're going to come back with a trifecta and some WWGD Christmas versions today.
Oh, really?
We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
According to the TSA, they said if it's a solid food item, it can go through a checkpoint. However, if you can spill it, spray it, pump it, spread it, or pour it,
twist it.
I knew the bop it thing was going to come into play.
I'm just glad we both picked twist it.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Vic on Real Radio.
Crash in Royal Palm Beach is slowing us down. Crestwood Boulevard, north of Southern Boulevard. No major delays on 95, and our drive times along the turnpike are up to speed. That's traffic on Jody's Store.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage has amazing deals on the holidays' most fun gifts, all for under $15. Get low prices every day on unique finds before they're gone. In store only at Macy's Backstage today. Find a location near you at Macy'sBackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
Hi there, I'm Mia. I'm Air.
Your air?
Yeah, I just got out of the lungs of someone smoking a cheap little cigar outside a bodega. Oh, it was so smoky in there. And where there's smoke, there's
fire.
Cancer.
Oh.
Yeah. Little cigars might taste sweet, but they still kill. I'm supposed to be helping people, not unhelping them.
You mean hurting?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm a bit of an airhead.
Little cigars are just as dangerous as regular cigarettes. Find out how to quit today at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office, West Palm Beach.
Your business needs a network it can count on.
Power's out.
Comcast Business has you covered with Wi-Fi backup to help keep your business up and running, even when your power goes out.
Everybody in the warehouse good? Lights are out, but the Wi-Fi's up. Let's power on.
It's from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
Break room, you good?
Can't microwave my burrito, but Wi-Fi's fine. Let's power on.
Power on with the leader in connectivity, Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Learn how to get Comcast Business Internet, Security Edge, and Wi-Fi backup for $59 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement when you add Comcast Business Mobile Unlimited. Plus, for a limited time, find out how to get an $800 holiday bonus prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Don't wait. Call or go online to ComcastBusiness.com today. Ends 12/15/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 300 megabit per second internet, Security Edge, and Connection Pro. EcoBill and auto pay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change.
The holiday season is here, and what better way to celebrate than with your friends and family at Duffy's Sports Grill. Catch all your favorite teams while enjoying our new holiday features, including crab-stuffed shrimp, salmon Oscars, seafood pasta, Jack Apple New Fashioned, and more. Plus, score big with our holiday gift card bonus offer. Receive a $20 MVP bonus when you purchase $100 in Duffy's gift cards. Hurry, these offers are available now through New Year's Eve. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. And remember, at Duffy's, our game is always on.
Hey, it's Franny, ready to make some extra cash this holiday season. GiveMeTheVin.com loves buying cars. Tall ones, short ones, SUVs, trucks, even clunkers. Just enter your VIN or your license plate, snap a few pics, and get an instant cash offer. They'll even beat your CarMax offer or pay you $100 guaranteed. Plus, they'll show up at your house with a check in hand. It's fast, easy, and pressure-free. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com today.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey, it's Greg for Game Day Men's Health. Christmas time is right around the corner. I got something for you. Mention Greek at your appointment and receive 1 free month of vitamin injections.
That's a $99 value, baby.
It's on your boy. I'll be your elf and your secret Santa. Go to their website today. TryGameDay.com to find locations close to you. You want to get in the game? You want to feel back to when you were 25 and in the energy you once have? Go to Game Day Men's Health. They'll do everything for you. Happy holidays from Game Day Men's Health. And from your boy to Greek, I'm your secret Santa on this one, baby. TryGameDay.com. Peace.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code SECONDFREE by January 26th. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar!
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson podcast, Joe Biden planning mass pardons for many in his administration that he believes may have committed serious crimes. He may even pardon himself. I'll have all the details. Download the Ben Ferguson podcast now.
Real Radio weather.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Warm into the afternoon with temperatures in the middle 80s. A cold front will move through the region. This will bring the chance for showers and an isolated storm through the early evening. Drier and cooler air moves in behind the front. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s by the start of Thursday morning with afternoon highs in the upper 60s.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Save more this holiday season by becoming a My Lowe's Rewards member. Don't miss new member deals dropping every week, like $15 off a purchase of $50 or more on select Bounty, Charmin, and Puffs paper products. Join for free today. Subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change.
What's up, everybody? Adnan Burke here to tell you about a new podcast. It's NHL Unscripted with Burke and Demers.
Jason Demers here, and after playing 700 NHL games, I got a lot of dirty laundry to air out.
Each week we'll get together to chat about the sport that we love.
But we're not just going to be talking hockey, folks. We're talking movies, we're talking TV, food, and Adnan's favorite, wrestling. It's all on Le Table.
Listen to NHL Unscripted with Burke and Demers on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search NHL Unscripted with Burke and Demers and start listening.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
If it's your reality, isn't it not reality? It could be far-fetched, but it's still mine. It's what I deal with every day.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You gotta admit, I'm right on that. I mean, if it's your reality and you live it, then that's reality. What are you laughing about, Dominic, over there?
I wanted to keep it going because that whole clip right there made no sense to me at all.
Why not? Reality of your life. Your reality is your life. Her reality is her life. My reality is my life. So if somebody says your life's not reality and that's what you live, then it is your reality. Yay or nay? Yes or no?
Whatever you say, G-Man. You see, Franny agrees with me, too.
Sometimes you just have to nod your head.
I'm not saying it's normal.
Sometimes you just have to nod your head.
I'm not saying it's normal. I'm not saying it's normal at all. But
Will you play that again? Will you play that again one more time?
If it's your reality, isn't it not reality? It could be far-fetched, but it's still mine. It's what I deal with every day.
All right.
Wise words from Greek.
Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah.
A good buddy of mine who was a part of the show for a long time used to call in, and big star, good guy, Paul Mercurial. He's going to be calling in next week. He's playing Fort Lauderdale in January.
Awesome.
And he invited me to come down. If you want to come down, you're welcome, Franny. If you want to come down, he also invited you. He's going to be calling us next week. Paul's a great guy. Dom, you'll love this guy. Funny as a fruitcake.
Where? Do you know where in Fort Lauderdale he's playing?
He's playing the Arts Center.
The Broward Center?
Yes, playing the Arts Center. Because I told him, I said, Nikki Glazer's playing there. He goes, great, who cares about Nikki Glazer? I'm playing. But Paul's funny. First time I ever met him, he came into our studio, Johnny, me, and Franny. This is going back, 12 years ago. And I thought he was a pizza delivery guy because we ordered pizza. And he came in, he had jeans on and a flannel shirt. And I gave him $20. He goes, I'm Paul Mercurial. I go, oh, you're not the pizza guy? And that's how we first met. Because Freddie will tell you, and Johnny, I never knew who the comedians were.
Never.
I never
did. Does. And to be honest, it's not like, he's won Emmys and he's written for, who did he write for?
Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert, thank you. I know you said that. So, that's a huge deal. But as far as a recognizable face, and you weren't the only one. And he ended up being fantastic and became a fan for having him on our show.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like he's going to be there January 17th.
Yeah, so I'm going to go down there and hang out with him if you guys want to come. Last night they had Elton John on. And so when he was calling me from his phone at the Ed Sullivan Theater. And he was like, Elton John just walked by. I went, oh, wow, name dropper. I'm like, well, Tony just walked by from Boca Raton. So top that. It is the Greek, Dominic, and Francis. And we're live all this week and next week. Tomorrow we'll be at, not tomorrow, Friday we'll be at Strike Cigar Lounge. Stop down. And we'll see you guys and play Greek Gridiron. So far, 7 winners in there, and I'm going to try to win the last couple weeks. Keep it at 7. Let's do a Greek trifecta.
You better lock it in the last couple of weeks.
I know, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Riders up. It's Greek trifecta.
All right, Panthers won last night. They beat Seattle 2-1. So Panthers having a good season so far. They are the champs. and they're on Real Radio. You can hear them all the time. There's been a team in the last 5 weeks that's covered a point spread every week, and you might say, who cares? Well, you care if you bet on them, and I wish I had them all 5 weeks, but they're so bad that you're like, man, am I going to bet on them? Carolina Panthers, 5 in a row against the spread, and this week, for the first time, I think in 3 years, they are favorites. They are home taking on the America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. So this week, Panthers are home, and they are taking on the Cowboys. Interesting game there. Do you think Dallas shows up, or would you take the Panthers?
I think Dallas will show up.
Okay.
Based off this last week, I think they fell apart at the end. I think they'll show up this week.
Okay. It is. It's tough to lay, for the Panthers to lay points. But it's going to be a good game. I'm sure it will be a good game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout either way. But for the first time in 3 years, they're laying points. Joe Burrow played Monday night, but his house got robbed same night. And people are starting to think it's a little bit of a trend of ball players. He's like the fifth one this year in the NFL. Kelsey and also Mahomes' house got robbed. There's a couple other guys that you might know about. But again, for people that are out there that are doing this stuff, they pay attention. They know these ball players are playing a game, especially when they're away, and they know they're not going to be home for, 5, 6, 7 hours. And if they're away, they're not coming back till the next day. And it's not that hard to find out where people live like it once was. So that's the bad thing for all these guys. But when Mahomes and Kelsey got robbed, I believe, I could be mistaken, but I think they were home. Like, I think the Chiefs were home that night they played. Mm-hmm. I think they were. Joe Burrow was on the road. So, he's not coming back that night at all. So it's an interesting thing. The cops are looking at it. They don't know who's doing it, but they're going to look into it and see what happens. I'm sure the NFL also put an email out to all players. Like, hey, step up the security, stuff like that. This is going on. And, got to be careful like anything else. But the latest one that happened to was Joe Burrow. Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach in the Cove Shopping Centers. Great place. You'll love it. And Franny and I are going to be there Tuesday doing the Penthouse Live. And that is your Trifecta Finudo for today.
All right. Well, it is a Wednesday, and since that's his final Trifecta of the day, that means we get into your emails. You can always email us, Franny at realradio921.com. That's FRANNY at realradio921.com. And you're specifically emailing, because this is what we do on a Wednesday. Well, you want me to be the middleman. I'm going to send your emails or read them, but it's specifically for Greek because you think he is the right guy to send you on the right path. This is WWGD. What would Greek do?
Get ready for WWGD. What would Greek do?
Oh, that's what's always snaggapus.
Can you believe people ask this guy for advice?
He'd have lost 3 in a row. Feels like the wheels are turning off the ship.
I mean, really?
Yes, this is the 22nd edition of Ultra Music Festival. That kicked off, what's today?
Today.
Seriously?
Forget about it.
You hired.
Your clog is plumbed.
It's WWGD.
All righty. So first up in WWGD, we have Gina, who emails in. And Gina's been dating her boyfriend. It's been a bit, about 2 years now, and all is good. They're very happy. Well, she told him, hey, you know what I want for Christmas? No, she said, I want to get engaged for Christmas. But she said this back in November. And so far this month, they really haven't gotten along as well as they were when she said, I want to get engaged. November was not that long ago, just a few weeks. So there's a bit of issues going on. And so Gina wants to know, do you think I should say to him, hey, maybe us getting engaged, since I did say that, but maybe us getting engaged isn't a great idea right now until we work out these issues. Because I'm worried he may have already bought me a ring. And I don't want it to ruin the holidays if we're not okay, if things aren't great, because who knows what Gina's going to say. It sounds like she's concerned. What do you think, G-Man? Should she say something to him about not wanting to get engaged until they work their issues out? WWGD, what would Greek do?
I think you play this a couple ways. You could hint around, and maybe he takes the hint. Maybe she could say to him, we just haven't been getting along the last couple weeks. And I don't know what it is, but let's talk about it, or I hope we're on the right page and going forward.
You would think he realized that too, right? I mean, if she feels it, I'm sure he does too, that there's been issues.
Not necessarily. Sometimes people don't. I don't know. I've been in a situation where somebody be like, yeah, we're not, I don't know. Some people are like, yeah, we're not really fighting, but It could be a big fight, and you may not think that sometimes.
Because she says that. I mean, in it says we haven't gotten along.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, she could say that. The thing is, when you get engaged, sometimes you know, sometimes you don't. I understand this situation's a little tougher because, obviously, she asked for it. It ruining the holidays? I don't know. Like, if you say no to somebody, there are been people who still date, but it is a little weird. You know, when people are like, I'm not ready yet. I don't know. This is a tough one because you asked for it. If she didn't ask for it, then it's different. Then you can say to him, like, well, you know, we haven't been getting along. I need a little bit more time. But if she asked him, he might have already told her his family. Then it's embarrassing. Like, if you could say, like, hey, we've decided to wait. But then your family might be, or your friends, like, what are you talking about, dude? You said you want to get engaged. You know, so you got a little egg on your face. But it is one of the biggest decisions you're going to make in your life. And it can make you or break you. Take it from me. If you marry the wrong person. And it could cost you a lot of money. So maybe she should say something. And just say, look, I know I said I want to get engaged, but I'm worried that we've been fighting a lot lately. And maybe she, I don't want to break up, but if you got me the ring, maybe hold it until my birthday or 2/14. Something like that. Or a Super Bowl. Let's get engaged for the Super Bowl. Something like that. I'm thinking of holidays that are coming up.
That's a holiday, right?
Yeah, Groundhog's Day. Something like that. But yeah, I don't think you should go into it if you're not sure. It is the biggest decision of your life. And I know you can get divorced. You know, that happens every day. I get that. But you don't want to get engaged to somebody and then a month down the road be like, man, I'm just not happy. Because that sucks. And that's you want to talk about pressure?
It's just unfortunate that just because they're having a spat now that your whole mind has changed. People having fights, but now you're just like your whole future. Just a few weeks ago in November, you're like, yeah, I want to get engaged. And now that you guys are having a couple issues, it sounds like it's off the table for now.
Well, that's what I said there earlier. Like when people fight, like some people might think the fight is bigger than the other one, and the other one might be like, it's no big deal. But the other one, it might be like, depending on what they're fighting over. Like maybe when she sees him, she's like, oh, he's a pain in the ass, or he's breaking my stones, or who the hell knows? I don't know. But I think you should be sure when you get engaged.
100%. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I think you should be sure when you're asking.
Yes.
And you should be sure, if somebody's asking you that you're 100% sure you want to get married. It's not a pair of jeans.
No.
Can't return them. So with that point in mind, I think she should say something.
Okay. You agree, Dom?
Yep. Speak up. Got to speak your mind.
Yeah.
If you feel something's wrong, you got to speak your mind.
All righty.
What about you?
It's all about communication, Gina.
Would you say something or no?
Because like you said, you got to be 100%. To me, I'm just a little confused just because you're having some spats or issues that it's completely off the table. But I understand wanting to work it out before you make a huge commitment.
I mean, anytime you have an argument sometimes with somebody you're dating or you're involved with serious living, whatever, you might be like the next day, okay, it's okay. And there are some couples that I know that it goes on for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know two couples that they don't talk to each other. And I find it so mind-blowing. They're still together, but when they have a fight, it could go a week. Like me, I want it done that night. And I've been many times I've taken a day and I've been like, I'm wrong, you're right, you're great. Let's end it.
Here's some roses.
Yeah. Here's some roses and a gift and forget it. I don't want to fight. I just don't like to. I mean, unless
I don't think anybody really does. Well, I can't. There's some people who do like arguments.
Like if it's something bad, like somebody cheated or stole money or put a contract on me, then I might let it go a couple days. But anything else is just like, it's nonsense.
All righty. Well, good luck, Gina. Excuse me. Next up, we have Tom, and Tom emails in. And Tom says, hey, my girlfriend's brother is coming to stay with us for the holidays. And last year he came, it was kind of an ass show, is what Tom says. We went out a few nights. He was drunk. And he even borrowed some money from me. He borrowed about $450 that he never paid back. So I told my girl, like, hey, I don't really want him coming and definitely don't want him staying with us, but he was such a pain in the ass. She said, no, he's coming, right? It's my brother. So he has nobody to spend the holidays with. So looks like he's coming, according to Tom. Do you think I should ask him for the $450 that I loaned him last year? Also, should I say something about the way he behaved last year? And also, should I tell him I don't want any drama this year? WWGD, what would Greek do?
3 for 3. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying to him, hey, man, you came last year and there were some issues. I don't want to deal with it. You're my sister's brother and you're cool. And I lent you $450. I'm banging your sister, not you, so you should pay me back. I would say that. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that. Or work out a plan. Maybe give me $100 a month.
I mean, it's been a year, right? It's been well over a year that you loan him that money.
And I would just be like, look, if we go out, I don't want drama. I want to go out and have a nice time with, your sister, me, and you. But last year, you can't say that you acted cool. And I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that. But I would bring it up all right away, first day. I wouldn't wait a couple days. As soon as he comes first day, he puts his bag down. I'd be like, hey, bro, can we talk for a minute outside? And go talk to him. Or send him a text before he comes. Or pick up the phone and call him and say, hey, look, I'm glad you're coming for the holidays. Not really, but you're my sister.
But this is how it is.
Yeah. I just want to, I want to straighten a couple things out. You drank a little bit too much last year. You got drunk. I don't want that. I don't want drama. I don't want to fight with your sister. And, I lent you $450. You never even brought it up. If you're having hard times, tell me, or there's something wrong. But I don't think there's anything wrong with calling him or texting him. And I wouldn't text him. I would call him and just be like, hey. And if he says, okay, you know what, we'll do it. And that's it. I would actually definitely call him before he comes, because if he comes, he might be like, well, I don't have the money. You should have told me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here now. What do you...
Yeah.
Am I supposed to leave?
Yeah. So I think you should definitely call him and say, hey, I don't want problems. It's the holidays. I want to enjoy the holidays. And, if you don't act correctly, I'm going to start charging your sister for sex.
Yeah. Good advice. Good advice for Tom.
What do you think, Doctor?
I mean, you hit it right on the spot. You got to bring it up right away. You don't want him. If you don't bring it up right away, there's gonna be problems. Yeah. And then you're gonna fight with your wife, and that's gonna be downhill right away. So yeah, you got to bring it up right away, discreetly.
Yeah.
But either, like Greek said, a phone call, or pull him aside right away.
Yeah, I would call him.
I say before, yeah. But I'm with you. I would do it before because then he also knows what he's in for, and you do too, because he may be like, listen, I don't have the money, or da da da, or hey, you may get your wish, and her brother may not come. You'd be like, you know what? I cannot not act a fool, so I'm not coming.
Yeah, he might. You never know. Sometimes
I would definitely do it before he decides to show up.
You took the words out of my mouth. Some people might be like that. You know what? I don't want to come. I don't have the money. I don't want to deal with this. And then at least he calls the sister and says, hey, I'm not coming.
Hey, make sure you stop by the ATM before you come here.
Yeah, and then if she says to you, my brother's not coming, go, damn it, I was looking for
him.
Yeah,
I really want him to come over.
Oh, man, the biggest thing for the holidays for me is I have to know the 7 names of the reindeers. I was out with somebody last night, and the person could not believe, she rattled them off.
It's happening next week, G-Man. And we're bringing the Santa hotline.
Oh, man.
And you guys are going to have to hoe for prizes next week.
Oh, come on. You know you love to hoe for prizes.
The best ho-ho-hos. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah. So that's interesting. That's going to happen next week. For all our prizes, you guys are going to have to ho.
You're going to have to hoe it up.
All right, that's it. Another show in the books, Betty. Benny Hanna.
Yeah, Betty.
Okay, I got the signal this time. We're going to be at Strike Cigar Lounge on Friday. I got this. I didn't know Dominic signals. You know what I mean?
There's only 2.
Well, so what? I mean, I've had ones with girls I didn't know. Like, this girl used to do this to me. Did you know? Would you know what that meant if a girl did that to you?
Hurry up, maybe.
I was Ride 'em Cowboy.
Right.
God, why are we not married?
I've seen you do that before.
Yeah. Ride 'em Cowboy.
Oh, is that? Oh, you're doing the loop.
Yes.
Okay.
He's doing the lasso, is what he's doing.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a couple signals. You got to learn the people's signals. So it is what it is. So last night I was at dinner and at NYY Steak. So I said to this girl I was sitting with, I said, you know what you got to stop doing? The waiter comes right over at the same time. And she played along with her. I said, you got to stop paying me for sex. And she looked at me. She goes, G, I have to stop paying you for sex. And the guy put her meals down. You just saw his face. It was so funny. And I looked at him. I said, bro, you got to lay the land down. You got to tell people what they can do. You know what I mean? It's a little uncomfortable. It is the Penthouse. You don't get this anywhere else, I can guarantee you. Special thanks today to a couple people who came by. Carmine, who's on music radio. You can see he had no personality to do talk. Him and Megan.
The video is up. Thank you, Dom. If you check us out at Real Radio 921 on Instagram, that's where we put all the stuff Penthouse-wise and stuff with Real Radio. But Dom did a great job editing the video of the push-up challenge.
Yes, Dom did a great job as always. He crushes us. We'll be back for the Greek Zone in a little while. Dom, don't look so happy. Woo-hoo! Yeah, give me a fake woo. Give me a fake one. Woohoo! Yeah, all right. That was good. That's it. If you can fake it, you can make it. I know many of girls that got their rent paid like that.
I'm sure.
Franny, great job as always. Thanks for all your help. And carrying us in the push-up challenge, you kicked Megan's ass, and you did a great job. Way to be.
Thank you, G-Man. Thank you, Dom, for everything that you do. And, of course, thank you so much for listening.
Greek Zone is next. We'll be talking to Kelly from the VSiN network. We'll talk to him about the college games, some pro games. We'll ask him about Carolina. Would you lay the wood with Carolina?
I say since 2022 is the first time.
In 3 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That they've been actually a favorite again, which is crazy. But even the last 5 weeks, if you bet on them, you covered.
All right.
So the Vikings had a streak in the beginning of the year like that, 6 weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I had a buddy of mine who does not bet big, okay? And he started betting with $1,000 first week, okay? And he just let it roll, and he bet a first half in game, and he ended up winning $30,000 after 5 weeks.
Wow.
But he just let it go. I mean, crushed it. But again, you got to let the money roll and not even touch it. That's the thing. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday. Thanks for always tuning in. We'll be back in a few minutes with the Greek Zone and so much more. Peace.
Hey, it's Rover from Rover's Morning Glory. Wake up with me each morning. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. And you can wake up with me right next to you. Romantic.
A dream 30 years in the making is a reality. The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Your Stanley Cup Florida Panthers are back.
Barkov looks around, but they score! They score! It was Penthouse!
They've savored the taste of victory, but a new season is starting, and they're hungry for more.
Johnny scores! Gus Barsling beat the buzzer!
The Cats are back, and they're on the hunt for another championship.
Barkov put right on a shot, and he scores! The overtime winner!
Listen all season long on Real Radio 92.1.
Start the celebration, South Florida. The Panthers have done it. Stanley Cup champions! Stanley Cup champions!
Your FM home for the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Road work